Morning, folks. Let's get revved up and go racing. We are back for the WGP1 WaterJet World Grand Prix, and this is the day you've been waiting for. We're here on Jom Tien Beach in Pattaya City in the glorious nation of Thailand, and this is Championship Day. No second chances, no redemption runs. This is going to conquer it all, and we've got the World Cup, World Series and Asian Championships all rolled into one fantastic day. We've had the Amateur Championships, we've had the experts, the Pro-Ams. Now it's time for the King of Kings and the Lords of Lords to come out and conquer these waves. It's going to be an exciting day of action. We've also got the bodybuilding, the Japanese supermodels will be back, and of course we'll finish the day with freestyle. But we are ready to rock and roll in that order. Over to the boys that make the noise to kickstart our day in action. Dave Arnold and Mike Young. Hit it, fellas.
Hello everybody, once again, and welcome to the World Grand Prix number 1, a WaterJet World Cup. Mike Young alongside Dave Arnold for the call here in the booth. Dave, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Looks like we've got the 1100 Super Stocks out of the water right now. A beautiful day here in Jom Tien Beach. Blue skies, light breeze. I mean, we got to be just topping maybe 80 degrees right now. Humidity has dropped. A great day for racing. As we look on the water right now, we see Phil and Solly on the 33, the Cambodian rider, out front leading this one. Yeah, we've had a couple races already today, Mike.
Yeah, this is, I believe, the third and final moto here for the expert runabout, the 1100 Super Stock class that we're taking a look at. This is actually our fourth race of the day. We have ran the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified, the Pro-Am Ski Stock, and the Pro-Am Runabout Stock, and we're checking on results. So for those that didn't, obviously we weren't able to have that on the live stream. We're going to try to at least get you those results before they come back for their fourth and final moto, which will be after the lunch break today, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. We had a lot of people asking online. Harley Ritchie, wondering about the motos. Well, we're live now. We will get all the final motos that we talked about throughout the day. A couple of preliminaries beforehand. We already ran, like Mike said, Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified, Pro-Am Ski, and then Pro-Am Runabout Stock. We're an expert runabout 1100 stock. Following this, we're going to have the expert runabout Super Stocks. That would be Moto 3 of 3, and we go on.
Yeah, so that's what we're taking a look at right now, Dave. The expert runabout 1100 Super Stock for Lynn Solly, the lead. He had 106 points coming into this after two motos. He was down 2 points to Workatit Monglaporn, who had 108 points. So it looks like Solly is in the lead right now. So if he stays where he's at, he's going to take the overall.
Yeah, that's correct. Looking at the points, Mike, we've calculated, we've tabulated. But it was close, though, I'll tell you. Workatit and Phil and Solly, 106 and 108. Obviously, Phil and Solly leading, which will give him that win if he stays in the position he's at now. The laps are dwindling down, around 4 or 5 laps to go at this moment.
Yeah, Solly out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing Team. This is race number 80 on the schedule, folks. 81 will be coming up next. That's the Expert Runabout Super Stock. 82, the Pro Sport GP. And 83, the Pro Runabout 1100 Open. And those will all be, the Pro Sport GP will be Moto 3 of 4. 1100 Open will be 3 of 4. And our next race, the Expert Runabout Super Stock, that is their third and final moto as well.
Yeah, that's correct. And, of course, this afternoon, bringing live TV around the world here as well as the live stream. And we're going to be talking about all the final motos and crowning champions from the Asian Championships, the Jet Ski World Series, and, of course, the World Cup, which they're all racing here for today. These are individual standalone points. And, of course, today we're looking at World Cup racing for sure now.
All right, well, they were just focused on the T142. That's Cassidy Terapetit out of Thailand, sponsored by FKT Concrete. He's had a pretty stellar week so far here out in Jom Tien Beach. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'd like to welcome everybody to the World Grand Prix, WaterJet World Cup, and World Series 2024. This weekend's presenting sponsors include the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, and Siam Watercraft. This week's event co-sponsored by PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing. Our official media partners include the Pattaya People Media Group, and our official exclusive jet ski riding clothing comes from Tony Vo and our good friends at Jet Tribe Racing. Special thanks to the host hotel, where the awards will be held a little later tonight. That is the Divari. And again, we'd like to say a special thanks to our host city, Pattaya City, located in the Chonburi province here in Thailand.
Now we will be giving away the top 3 King's Cup after their final motos here on the stage, so you folks will be able to watch it. The rest of the awards will be given out at the Davari that Mike just mentioned. So you will get to see several things, given away, the King's Cup, or the World Cup, I should say, where they get to host their national flag and hear their national anthem. I think you're getting some updates, Mike. I believe we're getting from the earlier motos, so we can kind of let you know how it unfolded here. Now this is the one that will be decided now. As we're watching Kazadit Terapratip from Thailand, FKT Concrete. The 99 points. He's trying to collect another 60, but it's Phil Sali with 106 in that second position, trying to chase him down. Definitely sitting in the sweet spot at this point. Phil Sali, believe me, he knows where he has to be, and it looks like 3 laps to go here for Phil Sali to a World Cup and a championship here in Thailand. Gazadit looked like if he stays where he's at in first with the points, will get second overall. And then you've got, or actually he might get third overall because Warkeet sitting with the points lead, but Phil Sali in front of him, so he'll get him by a point. Just from what we were watching this morning, I know folks are wondering what happened on the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. I believe Sophie Francis did go in the lead when Mike and I were before our meeting. We're watching that. We did see Sadie Mears in that second place, and I believe River Varner might have been in fourth place. I believe it was the Japanese rider that got third. So we're trying to get that going. Roka Kamada. Now again, this was their third moto we're waiting for right now, the results, but they're going to run 4 motos, so we won't have that one decided until this afternoon.
All righty, once again, folks, just playing catch up here in the booth, as we're getting handed a lot of information here at once as we take a look on the screen. That is Philin Sali. And Sali takes a look over. I believe that's Terapatit that is in the lead. Sali back there in second. So if Terapatit's in the lead, he had 99 points coming into this one. If he grabs another 60, stays where he's at, he'll have a total of 159. Philin Sali would get 53 points for second place. If he stays where he's at, that would give him 159. Now, Warkatit Monglaporn, I'm not sure where he's at. He came in with 108 points. He was the points leader after 2 motos coming into this, so we're going to see if we can't find out where he's at. You can see the 2 leaders and the gap between them as Terapatit hits the MasterCard buoy. It looks like he's going to go to the outside as we work our way to the latter stages of this one. Second place, Sali also going to the outside, and here is third place. Third place going to opt to go to the inside. Going to try to find some clean water on that inside section, or the stripe section, as we've been calling it all weekend long. And you can see Terapatit running the solid section. Solid section is the outside split. The stripe section is the inside split. Cassidy Terapatit, sponsored by FKT Concrete, had, I believe, a 5th in the first moto, took a 1st the second moto, comes in with 99 points. But yeah, he had such a bad score in that first moto because he had a mistake and went straight line to buoy, so he ended up in last place.
Well, we're going to find out how it's all going to shake out here. We are on the white flag lap right now. Kazadit still in charge. Phil Sali in that second position. Now, we talk about a time. Mike, you said 159. If it stays where it is, it has to do how you finish in the last moto and the finish, so that usually weighs heavier.
Right, yeah. So if things stay as they are, and this is very unofficial, folks, Cassidy Terapatit would be tied with Falin Sali, but because Terra Petit is doing better in the final moto, he would get the overall.
That's the way we see it for right now, but you never know how it's going to shake out here. And like you said, everything's officially unofficial coming from us.
Right. Well, I know that I can add, and that's what the points are saying right now. That's what the points are screaming to me.
We also have to get them through tech.
Right.
You know, that's another important one too. Got to go see Robert Sanders. Got to see Adrian down there.
In the Pro-Am ski stock a little bit earlier, your top three, top three from yesterday as well. It was Tanawid Lee who took the win in the Pro-Am ski stock, moto number 3. Alexander Pakhamov took a second, and Aaron Honklin took a third. And that's the same way they finished in moto number 1. And here we go. Out comes the checkered flag, and Terra Petit going to take first place here, and I believe unofficially that's going to give him the overall, Dave.
That's correct, sir. And Phil and Solly coming across second there and tied with points. These two, unfortunately, a second to a first, will unfortunately in a tie take you to that second position.
And a tough break there for Falin Sali, and he rode consistent. He rode second place every race here in the expert runabout 1100 Superstock. As we take a look there at Terra Petit, got to be pretty excited. Also has Liquid Molly sponsorship. But Terra Petit, Sali, and I believe it would be Workatit Monglaporn, your top 3 unofficially in the expert runabout 1100 Superstock class. And those would be your results for the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix.
That's right. Well, we got a big lineup on the line now. Coming up next, expert runabout Superstock. Had someone chime in and ask about Tim Miller. We're waiting. He took a third. We're getting it confirmed. So that's just a little information there.
Yeah, so the Pro-Am runabout stock class was on right before we got on the live stream. Taking a win in that class, coming into that class, I believe, with 99 points, but taking the win in moto number 3 was Permfon Terapatanich, and he had 99 points. We'll have 159 going into the final. Nutakorn Pupkadi had 96 points, so add another 53 to that. He took second place in the Pro-Am runabout stock, moto number 3, and Tim Miller from the United States took a third in moto number 3 on the J. Caldwell Racing Yamaha, and he had 53 points due to a DQ yesterday for not wearing the leg guard, so he'll get another 43 points added to his total. And once again, those 3 classes that we didn't see earlier today, we will see right after the lunch break for their 4th and final moto.
Yeah, this was the only one that we're going to be decided that we saw earlier, the last race.
All right, so here we go. Expert runabout Superstock down there online, coming in perfect so far. Well, winner of that last race, Cassidy Terra Petit. And they're giving him a second just to kind of switch boats, catch his breath.
He's getting his own 2-minute hold.
Right. Currently in second place in this class with 2 second-place finishes is Khalid Almahanadi out of Qatar with 96 points, currently third in the points. Boat number 37, Fahed Al Reyes out of Kuwait, sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport Club.
And then on the 58, it's going to be Pilar Portis on the 58, coming to us from France on the Energy Jet Racing, followed by the 23 of Andrei Akalovov out of Russia on Explosive Ice. Aaron Richter will be on the 279 out of France on the Team RHR. And next to him will be the 33 of John Akif Dildert M out of Saudi Arabia on High Wave.
And boat number 82, we got Henry Michael Vanio out of Finland. He'll be riding top Sea-Doo. Then we got the K94, Youngjae Jeon out of South Korea, sponsored by Team Korea. Boat number 9 is Jordan Nikolov out of Bulgaria, sponsored by Easy Rider. And boat number 76, Alexei Berzrikov out of Russia, sponsored by Explosive Ice.
And rounding our field, the 2-2 is going to be Kanarang Kujin out of Thailand on the 777 Performance Jumbo Tuner. And that's going to be our lineup here. A couple of riders that unfortunately we have on our list that did not make the lineup.
Alrighty, and it sounds to me like there has been a call to order down online. Riders told to fire up their engines. Again, this is race number 81 if you're playing along. Expert Runabout Super Stock. 9 laps to glory here in this one. So it looks like we got about 5 more races before we get the show started here.
That's right, and this will be also a final moto for these riders.
Okay, so once again, we crown on a championship here. Cassidy has been perfect, just won a world title. Or are we going to be stopping here, giving him 2 world titles at once, Dave?
That could be the possibility, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, they say.
I'll tell you what, we're just going to give Cassidy the key to the trophy room.
That's right.
You go get him, son.
And he's going to have to build another trophy room for himself.
I'm telling you. Uh-oh, and the dreaded red coming out right now. So first red flag of the day.
We'll see if our great production team will hopefully catch that. We'll get another look at it and see exactly what happened here.
Yeah, because there's been a decent amount of red flags, but a lot of the red flags aren't because people are jumping the start, and that's what we had a problem with on Wednesday. But a lot of the problem is that people aren't holding their line. And let's take a look here. And it looked like the start was okay. You had the guy all the way down at the far right, the bottom right side of the screen. He might have been a little bit over, but you can see how the lines get a little messy out there. And riders kind of swapping back and forth, so that'll be the cause for that. A red flag. Be a couple different reasons today in which you'll see that red flag. One of them is you jump the start. Second is you don't hold your line on the way to turn number 1. And the third, the one that we don't want to see, is somebody is injured out on the track. And the fourth and final reason that you would see a red flag out there is that if a buoy gets loose and could cause a dangerous situation. So 4 reasons in which you'd see a red flag as we see Simon Ricks down there on the beach. It's General Simon giving orders.
You never want to see Simon pointing at you. That means you're the one that has been penalized.
Right. Everybody comes back and they go to the opposite side of the beach.
Yeah,
don't look at me. Don't make eye contact. Right.
You can't see me. I'm going to hide behind him.
Kyle Robinson, go Tim. Yeah, Miller did pretty. He did pretty good, man, in that pro runabout, third of 4 in the pro runabout stock class. Taking a third place, going to try to get him back up there into the points, but a tough break because he had, I believe, a third place yesterday too. So that's 48 points that he lost out on. And now you can see the case being pleaded down there by boat number 37, Al Reyes. And he's third place in the points coming into this one with 96 points. And he was 14 points ahead of fourth place, Pellier Patrice, who has 82 points. So Patrice is going to try to work his way onto a podium spot here. We'll see if Cassidy and Khalid stay with their winning ways, and Fahid.
Boy, look at that whitewater that Al Reese got to ride in to catch up. It's going to be gnarly. Incredible shot there from our drones.
Yeah, great overhead shot as you see the inside turn, making that turn right before the outside goes in. Let's take a look. See who your leader is here on the inside. And that may have been, there's Terre Petite right there. That's Terre Petite on the outside. Again, like I say, he just switched boats, got on the other boat.
And we'll see if we get the inside read coming around as they get ready to come together. It looks like it's going to be the outside. We'll have momentum for the whole shot. It's Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy, Terre Petite, your early race leader coming from that outside split.
See the Thai fans rooting for their home rider.
And I believe that's Al Mahdi that came out in second place. Al Hamadi out of Qatar, sponsored by the Qatar team. Again, he's got 106 points. Closest one to Terre Petite right now, 14 points behind your race leader with 106 points.
Yeah, and we're going to see this unfold after a couple laps. Can Fahad Al-Rais make it up into the mix with sitting third in points? But Pellier Patrice actually got help by Fahad getting nailed on that restart there, and unfortunately getting that dead engine start.
Well, Patrice is going to need all the points he can to help him get up onto the podium at the awards a little bit later tonight. You can see the gaps there between first, second, and third. Now fourth place coming into the mix. And it looks like we got a rider down there in the center of the track. You can see him headed over there toward the green or the inside buoys, the stripe section as well, we've been calling it. So the yellow flags are out, and course marshal's trying to get that boat out of the way. And you can see just to the right-hand side of the inside split, that's what we're talking about. That's where the traffic jam is.
And Casadet's going to once again stick to the outside. What works for him, he's going to keep going with as he comes down the front straight, really stretching that lead out. Second's going to be coming off, and you talked about that being Khalid Ahamanati.
Yeah, Terra Petit, from what I understand, kind of a local hero here.
Yes.
You know, he's already taken a couple championships this weekend, looking at another one right here. Again, he's in command, got wins in both the first motos, and there is boat number 9, one of our favorite racers here in the announcer booth. That's Jordan Nikolov, the Bulgarian Express.
That's right.
Sponsored by Easy Rider. Boat number 33 goes down.
That's John Akif Dildar out of Saudi Arabia.
Tough break there for Dildar. Sponsored by High Wave. Again, taking a look out to your leaders up there, top left-hand side of the track. That's where you'll find them. By the way, we had somebody on the screen here asking about Tim Miller. Tim, we understand you took a third out there earlier today in the Pro Runabout stock class. That was what didn't make the live stream, but let's talk about it. You got some fans out there that want to hear about it.
Actually, I wasn't sure what place I was because it was a photo line finish. This week is crazy for me. So I got a DQ yesterday for no leg guards. And the way the DQ happened, I wasn't very happy. So I appealed it, and after the appeal, they only actually gave me a 2-position penalty. So I think I'm still in the running for a good, maybe a podium finish. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure about the points because it's all confusing to me, and I've just learned everything as I went to the line for this third moto. So we'll just see what happens. And sorry about my voice. Mikey and Dave sound much better, and I love you, Donna, and my mom, and everybody else that follows me. Thank you very much.
We love you too, brother, man.
You, Timmy.
Yeah. Tim Miller,
Tim
everybody.
Miller out of Waco, Texas. He was on the Jay Caldwell Mac Racing Monster Energy Yamaha a little earlier today.
Yeah, Thailand's been rough on a lot of these riders. Some people going in and out of the air conditioning, it's really messing with their voices, their sinuses. Talked to a lot of people. A few people got a few bugs.
Yeah, well, I thought his voice was just bad because he went out with us the other night.
That's right. Don't throw him under the bus. Did you just park the bus on him?
Well, he had the race. We didn't. No.
I know.
We were in early, though. It's all good. Terra Petit's still your leader out there on the T142, folks, making Thailand proud here on the FKT Concrete Yamaha.
And don't worry, they'll be showing his fourth moto later on where he's going to try and get on a podium here. So back to the action on the track. Again, Casadit Terapati out of Thailand, the FKT Concrete rider. Perfect score so far. Looking to put a third strike in the column for a win on a 60-pointer. Looking to be perfect.
So yeah, a perfect weekend here at the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix final round. You got we're actually racing 3 different series for points here this weekend. You're watching the weekend as the World Cup. Then we got the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix, which has started in Poland, went to Lake Havasu City, now here. And then you also got the Asian Cup.
That started in Osaka, Japan.
And you were there.
Yeah, and I was there for that one, which was incredible. And big thanks to the Japan Jet Sports Association for being part of this.
Fahad El Reyes, after starting with a dead engine, has worked his way back up to 4th position. And again, came into this 3rd in the points, trying to figure out who that is in 3rd. I believe that might be the Bulgarian Express.
It's the Bulgarian Express.
Yeah, Jordan Nikolov.
That's just fun to say.
Yeah, I know.
Great guy, though.
As you look up toward the top left-hand side of the track, you'll find that guy right there, the T142, Cassidy Terra Petit. And Terra Petit enjoying another beautiful day of racing. Gets a little sideways there.
And it looks like Khalid's going to go to the inside. He's going to split off. And I do believe our Bulgarian rider is going to go to the outside also, trying to make a pass there, see if he could better it. Now we've seen the inside and the outside splits be a little different, or at least be more of an advantage to one rider or another. The outside has definitely been quick.
Well, Cassidy can afford to actually lose a position here and still take the overall.
Yeah, that's right. But you know he doesn't want to. He wants a perfect score.
Sure. And there we go. Taking a look at Nikolov, Jordan Nikolov out of Bulgaria. sponsored by Easy Rider. And look at Al Hamadi getting by the Bulgarian Express right there. That was for third place. Congratulations, Al Reyes. Again, starting with the dead engine, has worked his way all the way back up into third place, and that's currently where he sits.
Incredible, Mike. And he used that inside split to do it.
Well,
we talked about, well, one looks faster than the other, and when we say that, then something like Al Reyes goes to the inside and gets back in position, moves into a podium spot.
So drone shot there, that is your top four you're seeing in the drone shot with Terre Petite out in front, Khalid Al-Mohanadi back there in second, and in third place, Fahad Al-Reyes out of Kuwait.
And then you got the number 9 of Jordan Nikolov from Bulgaria. There's the double deuce there, the triple deuce, or the deuce of Khalid Al-Hanadi, our second place rider. And I tell you this, he splits off to the inside. Al-Reyes goes to the outside. Al-Reyes trying to work his way through, but I'll tell you, Khalid Al-Hanadi, he is so fast.
Yeah, I believe he is working the inside split. Your leader on the outside right now, Terre Petite. And as I pointed out, Terre Petite can afford to give up a position. You don't want to give up another position, though, to Fahad Al-Reyes. That would give Al-Hamadi, if he took the win here.
And look who's in the second. It's Al-Reyes.
Yeah, so Al-Reyes moves into second. Give him 53 points, which would put him at right about 149 as a total. Al-Mahdi, who has 106 right now, would get 48. That'd give him 154. And obviously a 180, a hat trick for Cassidy if he stays where he's at.
Fans looking out now on the water.
And you can see, man, the stands are already packed. It's not even 9:30 in the morning, and you can't find a seat anywhere on Jomtien Beach.
And what a beautiful day it is. You can see the blue skies. It has got a slight breeze, barely cracking 80 degrees. The humidity dropped. It actually creates more horsepower. The more the humidity drops, the drier the air, the better the air going into the intakes for these machines, especially this being a super stock. They love good air.
Once again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, and Siam Watercraft. I believe this is your leader, Terre Petite. In front, you got Fahad Al-Reyes in second. And in third, Al-Mohanadi out of Qatar.
3 laps to go now. The sign on the LED board on the tower.
Fourth place is boat number 9, Jordan Nikolov. That's the way they stack up with about 3 to go here, folks. And you're watching the Expert Runabout Superstock. This is race number 81. The next 3 races, for those of you who are listening in on the live stream, is the Pro Sport GP. That is race number 82. Race number 83 is the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. Race number 84 is the Pro Ski Grand Prix. And then race number 85 is the Pro Runabout GP. And those will all be Moto 3 of 4, with the exception of Pro Runabout GP. That'll be Moto 2 of 3.
Well, this next time by, they will see that sign from the sky. 2 laps to go, be the word. Then, of course, Casadit, that much closer to another World Cup. As we're watching now, you can see Casadit came through already off the splits. We're going to see him coming around. You can see Al-Reyes. There's Casadit. Right here, there's Casadit.
It looks like there might be a...
oh, my goodness.
And now Reyes trying to get past Casadit right now, and you can see Al Reyes getting up the broom, but Casadit holding steady right there.
Casadit came down, shut the door there. Al Reyes carried a little too much speed, like he said, went a little wide there. Got caught in the jet wash just a little bit. He's slipping on ice. They call those bubbles the cavitation. That's what those pumps like, is good, clean water, not the bubbles. But Al Reyes, you'll see him split off. Now we get into that inside split, outside split again.
Well,
it's going to be interesting.
Herein lies the issue. There was a back marker in front of Terre Petite, and so he had to basically hit the brakes. So he kind of put it in cruise control for about a lap, and while he was doing that, Al Reyes was catching up to him. So I think it was kind of a surprise to Cassidy. Turns around, and Al Reyes is right there. He's like, uh-oh, I better goose this throttle.
We got Chris McCluggage chiming in. Expert runabout super stock, Chris.
And Terre Petite will opt to go to the inside. Once again, the striped red and green buoys are the inside, and the solids are the outside. Just think of pool. We've got the stripes and the solids, Terre Petite in the stripes, and Al Reyes in the solids.
And a little bit of lap traffic in front of Al Reyes right now. That could be an issue, but he is tracking really well. Let's see. It's going to be a challenge. Lap traffic in front of these two.
And Al Reyes going to have the drive on the outside, and Al Reyes just drives right by Terre Petite, but Terre Petite could afford to give that up and still win the overall.
He's good. Yeah, that's right.
No sense in getting in trouble, crashing, doing anything silly out there. So just ride your race, stay where you're at. Second place, you're still going to take the overall, let him win the battle, but you're going to take home the championship.
Oh, no. Problem. His hand went in the air. I'm not sure if he's frustrated with the riders in front of him or he's just having some mechanical issues. It might be the lapped riders. I think that's what it was. There he goes around the outside.
And look, he's talking to the lap rider as they make that turn right there. I think he's probably yelling something like if you're on the 5 in California.
Yes.
That's what you're yelling at the guy in front of you. Same thing.
Hey, I can tell you, there's a few watercraft racers out there that they'll be coming up on you. They'll be yelling, and you don't know where they're at. You'll be looking over your left, you're looking over the right, and they do that to get in your head.
Right, exactly. And
Slasher was one to do that for sure.
Fahad Al Reyes going to opt to go to the inside. Terre Petite's going to follow the traffic in the outside.
You can see Casadit there. Every once in a while you see that poke of the 142 up front. Off to the splits again. Al Reyes to the inside, to the stripes, Mike.
And I see the checkered flag being grabbed.
Casadit on the outside.
Al Reyes coming from the inside. Here comes Casadit. So Casadit's going to get second. Al Reyes going to take the win after starting with a dead engine.
I know. Incredible.
Wow.
So Reyes won the battle, but not the war. The war in World Cup won by Casadit Terre Petite out of Thailand, the FKT. That is back-to-back world titles for that man right there. The World Cup. K-Rod, yes, it does look like 405 in Cali.
Okay, so this is what I got so far here. 48.
Mike's got his abacus out.
Yeah, exactly. So 175 points there for Cassidy Terre Petite. I'm sorry, 173, and then 106 plus 48. That's third place points. That is 154 points. And Fahid Al Reyes with that win. That would give him, he had 96 points, give him 60 more. That'll give him 156.
Wow.
That just moved him into second place.
So Al-Mahadi goes to third.
Al-Mahadi will go to third tonight
my
at the awards. That's if things stand up in the technical inspection area.
I got course Marshal Ryan Baldwin says, woohoo. I think it's more of a high-pitched scream when it comes out of Baldwin.
Right on. Yeah, Course Marshal Randy, the tweaker, listening in over there from the US of A. We've got the Pro Sport GP class here. This is moto number 3 of 4. 4 will actually be on TV this afternoon, live.
That's correct. Heard of Fox Sports thrown around.
Yeah, so we're going to be live today from 2 to 4 p.m. So taking a look here at the Pro Sport class. After 2 motos, the current leader in this class is Simon Belcher. Belcher comes in with 106 points, and then we got 2 riders that are knotted up at 96 points. The T9 of Terre Petite Mikai out of Thailand and Supak Satura also out of Thailand, both of them with 96 points, tied for second with 86 points. Alone in 4th place is Supak Satura, and then back in 5th, we got Omat Salih. And then we've got Jushiro Katano on boat number 76. The
And
T8 is Ketarakorn Figwam.
Then the 45 is Supatet Putrakul out of Thailand, the K45 Maximum Yamaha team. And Pa Adapan Kunza on the 917 out of Thailand, jet ski for rent in Jampul. And then Parakon Sunsisi out of Thailand on the number 5.
Boat number T951 is Tapa Tarawat Johanna Sant out of Thailand. And then we've got, I believe that actually is going to round out your field as we take a look down there at Nate, one of our broadcast partners. He's doing the live stuff, and he's got Tara Petit down there, and he is raising the trophy high. Congratulations, you're Jet Ski World Cup champion. Our buddy Nikki, who is down there hanging out with Tara Petit. So that's 2 in a row for him.
I know.
So I've never seen that before on the display. 4 minutes.
Nor have I.
I was going to say that. Is that 2 minute holds consecutive?
2 minutes for the trophy and 2 minutes till the green.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just kind of letting the riders know, hey, it's going to be a couple minutes before we get started here. We've already went through the lineup against Simon Belcher with the bullseye on his back, last year's World Cup, our Jet Ski World Series champion, and looking to repeat here in 2024.
Yeah, he's got 106 points, so he's got the most points. Closest to him is a tie between Tirapat Machai and Supak Satura, both with 96 points.
Belcher sponsored by Handy Motorsport out of the United Kingdom. Mikai sponsored by Esan, and Satura sponsored by Freedom Racing. As we take a look at our Sport GP class, the T52 Supak Satura right there. You see the stands in the background all loaded up. Supak giving you the thumbs up. Boat number 54, that's Civic Horn. We Were Not out of Thailand, sponsored by the Gazebo Jet Racing Team.
And there's a shot there of the T8 as we're moving down the line there. Kirakron Fignam, Thailand. And there's the number 5. That is Perakron Sansuni. And then the 514 is Damron Chai Motam out of Thailand. Says, that's my number. Keep an eye on it.
Well, Dave, you know, the first race of the day, it started about 8 a.m. this morning. What didn't make the live stream, that was the Pro Women's Ski class, the Pro Women's Ski Modified. That was their third of 4 motos. Top 3, for those of you who are listening in online, Sophie Francis took the win in moto number 3.
I thought I saw her out front. That's awesome.
And then the Pro Force rider, Roka Kamada, she took second place in moto number 1, or I'm sorry, moto number 3, and then Sadie Murr took a third place. So those were your top 3 in the Pro Ski Women's Modified earlier today as we take a look there at the 951. That's Tapa Terwat, Johansson Anat, and again out of Thailand, sponsored by the Ratchaburi Jet Ski Team.
Boy, I'll
Big
tell you,
lineup here.
These sport boats have come a far cry from the old days of the old X2s to that. Oh, look at that.
There's Cat Daddy. Looks like he's holding for Supatat, a legend in his business, holder to the stars for many years.
That's right. 76 there. That is Tereshio Katano, out of Japan, Bell Factory. Ooh, the T40, 244 Mike.
Yeah.
He is fast. Nutakorn Pukadi. What I was saying about these sport boats, going back to the old X2s, the Kawasaki's, then the Yamaha Wave Blaster, the C2HX. Now, no more 2-strokes, 4-stroke, big horsepower, 300 horsepower, 4-cylinder. Man, I'll tell you, what a difference these machines have become, and they are a blast to watch and to listen to.
All right, I'm seeing 10 laps on the board. I got 9 laps on the sheet. I'm going to go with the board.
I'm going to go with the board, too.
Okay, so once again, Simon Belcher, boat number 111 out of the UK. Looks like, I believe, I seen him start. I think he's starting from that outside pole.
Yep.
Yeah, right there he is, right in front of Peter DeSmet,
Which
who
will
has,
be the inside split coming around.
and Ross Moore, your tower director, making sure everybody's locked, cocked, and ready to rock and roll as he takes a look down the starting line. We're at the light system. For those of you watching for the first time this week, not the normal light system, definitely not a drag race lighting system. They try to time that light, but it waits for 7 to 14 seconds before it goes green. And it looked fairly clean from what I could see, you know, especially when you've got, 15 sport boats down there, all with itchy throttle fingers.
I think the one to watch right now is Simon Belcher and also Terapat Matai and Supak Satura, some of the big names in the GP Sport class.
Well, taking the lead from the inside, that's Civicorn. We were not. Yeah, or Winterat, rather. Winterat working the inside. On the outside, it looked like boat number 77, Omad Salih. Looked like he kind of pinched Belcher as they were headed into that first turn. Belcher, I believe, is right behind Omad. As Omad, you see him come out from that outside split. It's going to be Omad Salih with the hole shot. Belcher now coming out from the outside. And let's see how he shakes out, because he was going to be side by side with your inside rider, number 54, Sipicorn.
Omad Salih will get the whole shot as he leads now. Omad Salih on definitely a fast machine. I believe that's one of the Freedom holes.
Right, and Omad out of Cambodia.
There's the 54 in second.
So 54 did slide into second, Civicorn.
Yep. And then the, I believe the 51 there, Mike, is that? 951. Oh, that's our good buddy, Terapat.
And then it looks like I see Belcher back there running in about fifth place position. So Belcher, who was the points leader with 106 points, he's got 2 seconds so far, taking wins in this class. In the second moto, it was Terapat Mikai. And in the first moto, it was Tapaterawat, who we were just talking about on that T951.
So again, this is the third of 4 motos here. We'll have a World Cup champion this afternoon on this one. So we go back to Omad Salih out front on the Knopf Flamingo.
Omad Salih, again, coming into this one with, I believe, 86 points. Currently sitting fourth.
It's great listening to the machines. Hope you folks enjoy the sound they make. The 951, Tapatarawat, one more time, it goes by. And there's second place, the 54 again, Mike. That's Silvercorn. We're not.
And fourth place there, 111, Simon Belcher. Riding for the Avos team out of the United Kingdom. And rounding out your top 5 was a T52 of Supak Satura from right here in Thailand. Sponsored by the Freedom Racing jet ski team. Boy, Freedom Racing got all kind of cool stuff going on, especially if you come out here to the World Cup in Thailand. You can check out their wares in Performance Alley, and I'll tell you, they got those cool little supercar boats. You know, they've got a whole selection of their new sport hulls, all kinds of stuff going on over there at the Freedom booth.
A little bit redesigned from the old ones. The old ones originally looked more like a C2HX. Now they've taken on their own life, and then, of course, you have guys with the modified Wave Blaster 3.
Right.
Which we don't have in the U.S.
It looks like boat number 53 having some problems out there, Dave. I believe that's Wittapong. Wittapong out of Thailand, sponsored by the Superjet Racing team. And he's going to be pulling off a little bit early. A tough break there for Wittapong, trying to get some points. And yesterday had some bad luck once he got into technical inspection as he got disqualified.
Yeah, a couple riders you can see did not make the second moto. So third moto not going well for him either. See Supertech go by.
So we're taking a look over here. This is third, fourth, and fifth place. That's Belcher making his way around the double greens, followed by Satura. And that's Supak Satura on the 52.
Supak Satura, of course, one of the well-known riders from Thailand. We've seen him, all over the world, Lake Havasu over the years. Definitely a multi-time world champion. As we're keeping an eye on Belcher now. Right to left, heading towards the MasterCard buoy.
So that is 4th and 5th, but currently 1st and 2nd in points. So
That's correct.
4th and 5th in this battle right here, and that's the gap in between 4th and 5th. Only about 3 seconds or so as they work their way right to left along that back section of the course and into the MasterCard buoy. And it looks like Belcher going to opt to go to the inside. And again, it looks pretty busy over there on the inside. Nobody on the outside, rather, on the inside. Nobody there, and Supak Satura is going to take advantage of it, Dave.
I was going to say he's taking the path of least resistance.
Well, and probably a pretty smart thing to do is there is Omat Sali. That is your race leader right now, again, out of Cambodia. Sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing Team and Knopf Insulation. And there is your race leader, T951, trying to chase him down, top of Tarawat from the
Tarawat actually gained some ground on this last time, Mike.
Yeah, he shaved about a second or two off of the lead. Still boat number 54, Civicorn Wyronrat back there in that 3rd place position, just in front of Belcher. Top 2 trying to separate from the rest of the pack, but there's still some great racing action going on back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Now that's your gap right there between 1st and 2nd, what we're seeing on the screen. So again, you're looking at about a 4-second lead right there right now for Omat Sali.
So with these two there, we're going to look back a little bit deeper. They come around, but Omat Sali, he's been liking that inside. Mike's getting the old chronometer out there to get some times on him, to get the gap between them. What do we got?
2.72 seconds right now as they hit the MasterCard buoy. And it looks like 2nd place going to the inside. Top of Tarawat going to the inside. That's Omat Sali going to the outside.
And there's the 951 he talked about going to the inside. Top of Tarawat. Top of Tarawat, of course, out of Thailand, riding for Ratchaburi Jet Ski Team. Great overhead shot as they watch them come off the splits and the merge. That is going to be Omat Sali retaining the lead, and I do believe 951 of Top of Tarawat lost a little bit of ground there.
Yeah, boat number 77, Omat Sali, flying the Flamingo flag high here this weekend at the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix. Glad everybody could join us here for the World Grand Prix 1, WaterJet World Cup, and World Series 2024.
Try and get a read on 3rd, 4th, and 5th. If hopefully this next time around, a cameraman are going to catch that.
Nice overhead shot. You can kind of see what the front section of the course looks like if you're watching it at home. And once again, you're watching the Pro Sport GP class here. This is race number 82 on the schedule. Race number 83 is the Pro Runabout 1100 Open. 84, the Pro Ski Grand Prix. And 85, the Pro Runabout GP. So again, I hope you all packed a lunch. Got some great racing coming up at you here before the lunch break. And of course, we got a great show lined up and a great opening ceremonies. And then I believe right around 2 o'clock or so, we're going to go back into our final races for our Pro Sport GP, our Pro Runabout 1100 Open, Pro Ski Grand Prix, and Pro Runabout GP. Those will all be on the TV show.
All right, taking a look here. There's 2nd place, a 951 off the inside split. Top of Tarawat. Let's look at that. Looks like one of the HX style holes. So he's right, of course, at Cowie Power Plant. And look at this. We have a new leader, Mike. Tarawat.
Yeah.
It's by Omat Sali.
Yep, I'll tell you, he made that inside work for him. Again, that outside was a little busy. Omat having to go around some lap traffic on that outside split. And that slowed him down just a little bit, and that gives the T951 a little advantage there. And Top of Tarawat says, I'll take it if you want to give it to me.
And Sali's going to flow into that 2nd spot. See if we can get back to 3rd here. That's going to be the 514, I do believe. And that is Damrong Chai Mutam out of Thailand.
So I'm taking a look here at top of Tarawat yesterday. He's got 80 points coming into this one, so this will give him 140 going into the final. He was about 26 points away from the lead from Simon Belcher, who had 106, and we'll see where Belcher ends up finishing, and that'll give us an idea of who is going to be the points leader coming into the final moto today.
Well, yeah, Top Tarawat took the win in moto number 1. Did not have that great of a run, like you said, only 20 points for moto 2. This could turn around for him.
Well, again, we seen that a little earlier this week with Adipon Kunsa, having a very bad first moto, came back, won both second motos, and ends up taking the overall. Again, you don't have to win every battle to win the war. Stay consistent, and if you can consistently be in first place like Adipon or like the T951 here, top of Tarawat, you definitely have a chance.
It looks like third right there, the 54. That's going to be Servicorn. And there's Belcher making a pass on Supak Satura.
Well, Supak almost made the pass on Belcher. Belcher's had that position.
Okay.
And so Belcher right now starting to feel the heat there from Supak. So Belcher's still back there in that fourth place. So I believe fourth place points, I believe, is 43 points. That would give Belcher 149. 149 going into it. If top of Tarawat stays where he's at, he would have 140 coming into the final. And then I'm looking for Mikai and Satura. Satura right now currently in fifth place. He would get 38 more points, so he would be up there in the mix as well with 147 points. I'm sorry, 137 points. So those would be, I believe, your top three, depending on how Mikai finishes here. Mikai had 96 coming into this one. Meanwhile, top of Tarawat is doing exactly what he needs to do right now if he wants to get back up on top of the box once the pump wash is cleared here in Jomtien Beach. He's probably got to get another win and hope for somebody to be able to stay in front of Simon Belcher.
That's correct for sure. Omar Saleh, though, having a good run. Fourth, sitting, I believe, fourth in points, like we talked about. Sitting second overall, but look at this. The 54, Satura was trying to go after him there, and it looks like he got a pass.
So I wondered, did Satura get past Belcher? Yeah, he got past Belcher, so that gives Supak fourth place. Belcher going back to fifth, and that's going to give him even less points. So that's only going to give Belcher 143. That's really going to tighten things up for that fourth and final moto.
So Satura got by Belcher, was going for the 54, wasn't able to make it happen there, and you can see the 54 still holding on to that third position behind the 951. Omad Saleh, the 77 still, but it's, man, it is a battle out there.
Yeah, Supak Satura, if he stays where he's at, he'll come in, I believe, the points leader with 144 points in the final moto. That's if he stays in third place. He'll pick up another 48 points here. But he may not stay in third place. He may move up into second. He's looking pretty quick out there right now, getting a couple passes. Gets by fourth place and third place on that last moto. Meanwhile, we got some dirty laundry on the track out there. I see the yellow flags from the distance. And you can see boat number 54 approaching those yellow flags right now. Civicorn, Wyrenrot.
Man, Belcher right behind him there, right in the rough water. White flag is out. One more lap to go for the 951. Once again, Tarawat, Joson Nutson out of Thailand. Tura, and then the 54, followed by the T9. Did the T9 just get by Belcher, I believe?
So the T9 is actually Mikai, who was tied for second coming into the points.
It's really changing these points and big implications here for moto number 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Supak out there, if Supak's in front of Mikai or not, because it's either going to be Mikai or Supak with the points lead. as they come into that third and final moto. There's Belcher right behind Mikai.
And it looks like Supak got by him. He's right in front of the other riders, so sitting in that third position here. There's the 54 you talked about, Suvicorn and Machai. And there we go back up to the lead.
Right, those are, I believe, your race leader. T951, top of Terawatt. And it looks like he is working his way through the outside split right now. I believe that was Supak that went to the inside. There's your race leader, 951, top of Terawatt.
He's definitely got some rough water in front of him, but not going to be a factor. White flag is out. Think he's got big enough lead right now. It's not going to matter for him.
Well, a great race. Didn't get the start he wanted, but I'll tell you what, got the finish that he needed. And there he is, 951. Checkered flag drops for top of Terawatt. And here it is, battle for second place. Omad Saleh and Supak Satura. It looked like Supak may have got him.
I think Supak did get him. And Machai and the 54, followed by Simon Belcher on the triple aces. Man, talk about a close one. The battle for second by the skin of his teeth, Supak Satura.
Wow, that's it's going to make things really tight here. It looks like Supak going to go in with, I believe, 149 points. He's going to be your points leader right there, number 52, going into the final event. I believe Mikai and Belcher are going to be right there, almost knotted up, and then right by them is going to be top of Terawatt. So it's going to be anybody's race here in Moto number 4. Folks, Moto number 4 for the Pro Sport class is race number 89 and should be going on right about 2:30 or so. All right, so once again, your top three were obviously your race winner was the T951, top of Terawatt Johannesson out of Thailand. Congratulations to him. Satura sneaking in there in second, just in front of Omad Saleh. Let's go down to Jake, who's on the beach.
Well, boys, that sets us up for a real showdown in the Sport Grand Prix. It's going to be a tough one for Simon Belcher, but fortunately, in his camp, he's got a bit of a decent secret weapon. He's got Anthony, who's been here all the way through his British season and has come all the way out here into Thailand to cheer him on. How are you doing, Anthony?
Good.
Now, this is your second time to Thailand, isn't it? How are you loving it?
I like it. It's very fun. We do lots of good things, and yeah.
So you've been watching Simon all season. What's the best thing about watching Simon Belcher race?
Probably watching him win and seeing him be so quick.
So he's got a very hard mission this afternoon. It's got a lot tougher for him. Do you think he can do it?
Yeah.
And what do you think he's going to need to do to get that job done?
So try his hardest, and while doing it, see if he can get the whole shot.
Yeah, that's going to be really significant, isn't it? There are a lot of serious competitors here. It's probably tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think it's going to mean to him if he gets the job done here after winning it last year to get it done a second time?
I don't really know. I know it'll make us and him quite happy about winning here, and same as last year, and that gives him 2 World Thailands.
It would make him one of the best ever, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you go and enjoy yourself, my friend. I kind of think you're not quite cool enough yet. We need to get that sorted out. You take those, you look after them for me, and can you hold on to them for me for next year?
Yeah.
Good man. Thanks, Anthony. Excellent. There you go. Now he's got the style to go with it. We're going to get ourselves ready for the Runabout 1100 Open Grand Prix. It is going to be a proper show. Boys, all yours.
Hey, thanks, Jake. We got the Pro Am Runabout 1100 Open coming up here online. Points leader coming into this one. Been perfect so far. This is the third moto out of 4 with 120 points. Boat number 45 on the K45 Maxima Yamaha. That is Suphathot Phukratol.
And on the T142 is going to be Kasatit Teraprateep out of Thailand, the FKT Concrete.
And coming into the third moto with 84 points out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team. That's 77, Omad Saleh.
And riding the 26, it's Marshall Louis Busan out of the Philippines. He's got 96 points, so he is tied with Casadit.
Boat number G11 is Wuhan Hui out of China, sponsored by the Lishu Sports School.
And then we got the T9 of Terapat Machai out of Thailand, Isan, Uber Motorsport, and Freedom Racing.
All right, so taking a look here at the points again. Foot Cole is your points leader with 120 points, and we got two riders that are knotted up at 96 points. That's Cassidy Terapatit on the FKT Concrete Yamaha, and boat number 26, Marcel Louis Buisson out of the Philippines, sponsored by MB Racing and Park Motorsport. Both of them with 96 coming into this one.
So we're going to get in there, give him a little time for Ahmad Sally. Just got off the boat. Going to have to do the hot swap there.
Yeah, Cassidy also just getting off of a boat. I mean, so a lot of these guys, Terapat Mikai, a lot of these guys running back-to-back here, running the Pro Sport GP and then coming back in to run the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. Again, after this race here, we'll have the Pro Ski Grand Prix and the Pro Runabout GP class before we go into a portion of our show.
And that's right. That's what I'm asking when Sophie and women's are going to race this again. That's going to be about 12:50 right after our lunch break.
Yeah, Sophie climbing her way up the ladder. Taking a look at some of the things that happened earlier here. Let me see where that would put her in points, because obviously that was not on the live stream. But Sophie Francis this morning, first race of the day, was in 5th place with 87 points. She took the win, so that's going to give her 147 points going into the final. Roka Kamada took a 2nd place. She had 90 points going into that one, so she's going to have 143 points.
It's tightened up.
Yeah, and Suri Salonen, I believe, ended up in 4th spot, so she'll have 43 points. So she'll have 149 points. And then you have Sadie Murr, who'll get 3rd place points, which is 48, so 48 and 79 as 137 or 127. So she's going to be right there in the mix too. So it's going to be a great women's final as well.
Absolutely.
As, the points are going to be tight, and Sophie Francis came alive this morning for the USA.
There we had a chance to see her and Jimmy Wilson dragging their bags down the street this morning, and they gave us a blue flag. They passed right on by us.
Yeah, well, it was nice talking to Christina Wilson, Jimmy's mother, and Mike Wilson, his father. He was FaceTiming them.
Yep.
Good friends of mine. They were actually at the first race that I ever attended back in 1988. I've known that family for quite some time.
I'd say so. And she was still racing X2s with Jimmy in the tummy.
That's it. So we got 7 racers here. Actually, 6 that are going to be here. Chen Shan out of China. A no-show here for this Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open class. By the way, the awards ceremony is going to be tonight, I believe, between 6 and 7 o'clock. That's going to be the Amateur World Championships for the World Grand Prix 3 and World Grand Prix 2 at the Davari Hotel. And then the awards ceremony for the Pro World Championships will be from 7 o'clock till 8:30. And again, that's also going to be at the Davari for the World Grand Prix #1 Pro World Championships. Taking a look at the track here, Dave. Let's talk about it.
All right. Well, you can see where we had through the start there. We talked about having to go inside, outside. Whether you're starting on the outside or the inside, it will force you to that. Once you get one lap around, you get the option to go either inside or outside. So it is your choice. As Mike says, once you get the MasterCard buoy, you get to decide where you get to charge.
Right, the MasterCard buoy, as we view it here from Altitude Beach, is top left-hand side of the track when you come down through the sweeper. We have a green buoy and a red buoy that are tied up together. Normally it's a red and a yellow. That's how we got the MasterCard, over in the United States. Here they use the red and green. We're still going to call it a MasterCard because most of the folks know what we're talking about. Hey, Christina Wilson, how are you, sweetheart? Saying hello on the live stream. Got a lot of folks chiming in.
Well, I also want to point out, both on the inside and outside split, they have makeup buoys, which is the black buoy. So if you miss a buoy, you think you might have missed a buoy, or you're close to missing a buoy, you're able to use that. The referees will keep an eye on that. So if you miss it, that can kind of erase that problem. But if you straight line, that will not erase a straight line where you take advantage and cut part of the track off.
Well, and the other thing is, if you've got a good lead, you're out there and you're in first place, it's always a good thing to take that makeup buoy on the last lap, just in case. Little insurance.
You don't want to go woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Right. That way you don't have to call Jake from State Farm.
That's right.
That's your insurance.
Oh, good times here in Thailand.
There's Cassidy already picking up 2 world titles today. You know he's happy.
Has he been in every race, I think?
I think so. He's done more laps than Richard Petty here today.
He knows it.
Yeah, he's pretty stoked. Got a big crowd behind him. There is our Filipino rider, Marcel Louis Buasan, sponsored by MB Racing and Park Motorsports, giving you the thumbs up.
And John holding for him, helping out. Our friends from Canada.
Yeah, Buasan looked like he was going to do really well in the Enduro earlier this week as well, and unfortunately had a mechanical issue.
Yep.
A lot of riders having a mechanical issue on that second day of endurance racing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, you see Jean Bruno have issues to brake. Unfortunately, Kylie had issues, had to get towed off.
Yeah, Anthony Radetich had the world title, in his hand. He had it wrapped up, and then he broke down with just a couple minutes left to go. And
just insane.
Tough break, yeah. And Francois Midori, the benefactor of all the craziness in that Pro Enduro a little earlier this week. Ross says, fire him up. We got 10 laps to glory here in the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. Let's see if Food Recall can stay perfect. Food Recall on the K45 Maxima Yamaha. He'll be starting from the outside. And it looks like he is grabbing that hole shot from the outside.
I believe we only had 4 riders make the call on this one, Mike.
Yeah, we had 6 listed here. 4 making it to the show. Again, this is an open class, so maybe somebody didn't want to open their wallet as much to keep their boat out there. That's kind of what I'm getting.
We're seeing Casadit on the inside out front. Let's see if we can see the outside. It's going to be Supertet Futrikul.
And they're running 1 and 2 right now. Casadit could really use the points here. He'll be coming from that inside split, but he's not going to get there before Supertat. Supertat already hasta la bye-bye, man. He's peace out.
Yeah, we're going to see if Cassidy can hold on to it, but he's going to get that second spot. I do believe that's Buasan into third.
So those are your top 3.
Trying to find out where it was an Omat Sally in the points. Where is he at? 5th? 4th, I mean?
There's
they got 4 riders. It can't be 5th.
And there's 77, so he's right behind Tara Petit in 3rd place position. Omar Sali out of Cambodia, sponsored by Flamingo.
And that's going to put Buasan in that 4th position then.
There's 2nd and 3rd that you're watching right there. Only a couple seconds in between them. That's Tara Petit in 2nd, Buasan in 3rd, and you can see the trail being left by Supertat Fukratol. He's already hit the MasterCard buoy on the outside split.
Absolutely incredible the speed that Supertet has in this class. Again, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open Your Wallet class. Means throw everything but the kitchen sink at it.
Supertat riding a smooth race out there. You see the water not that choppy today. Kind of nice out there. We're racing on the Gulf of Thailand for those of you who are listening in at home and watching, and you're wondering, man, it looks like you're on a lake out there. It's actually the Gulf of Thailand, and it's salt water.
You take it right up to Bangkok or go out to the Phi Phi Islands, all kinds of crazy places. There's Casadit. There is the 77 of Sali in 3rd. That's going to put Buasan in 4th. Cambodian rider, Flamingo.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's a matter of who can keep their boat out on the track here in this class. The Pro-Am Runabout Open. Again, we started with 7. We're down to 4.
So we're now watching Louis Buasan. the Filipino rider.
Coming up next will be the Pro Ski Grand Prix. That is race number 84 of 93 on the docket as far as events go. And then race number 85 is the Pro Runabout GP. And then we've got a little show coming for everybody. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back this afternoon about 12:50 with the Pro Women's Ski Modified. That'll be race number 86, 87, the Pro-Am Ski Stock. Race number 88, the Pro-Am Runabout Stock. Those will all be final motos for those three classes right after the break. We'll take a short pause, and then we'll be going live here from Pattaya, Thailand.
Of course, we got a bodybuilding competition going on, the model competition. Our Japanese models over here, too. Hans and Franz.
Hans and Franz for the call. Tracy Howe saying, hey, I know the Wilsons. Books from Suwon, 45, a.k.a. Fat Boy. Yeah, they were saying that same thing. Book was saying that same thing in Havasu when we were talking about it. That's funny.
Miss seeing Book on the line.
Yeah, Ken Gallagher is online. Says, go get him, Louis Buisson. Ken, how you doing out there, buddy? I'm sure he's getting some money shots on Body Beach this weekend.
That's right. Did we get any update on whose birthday it is from Ken yet?
I haven't. Well, I haven't checked my phone. I ain't got no service down here on the beach. And you can see them working their way through that back section as they enter the back section. That's the top right-hand side of the course where you're taking a look at the drone footage there. And you can see as the drone turns around, you can see that back is kind of like it's not a straightaway, it's more of an arc as they hit the MasterCard buoy and then come back in. Outside is obviously where your race leader is at. Inside, yes. Well, I'll tell you what, top three all going to the outside.
I was just going to say that. Supatet leads, everybody else follows. It's literally in the order we're seeing in our sheets. Supatet Futrikul, Kazadit Terapratip, Omad Sali, and Marshall Louis Buisson. Yeah, the top four.
Yeah, that's the way that. Actually, Buisson was tied for second with Cassatit coming into this after two motos. This moto number 3, and they still got one more moto today.
That's right. She is not over yet, that's for sure.
K45 Maxima Yamaha pilot Futrikul in command right now as he works his way around the bubble and down to the bottom right-hand side of the track. I would say Futrikul been racing for nearly, if not more than 2 decades. 'Cause I can remember calling his name out at Havasu for many, many years after we had moved over to the Crazy Horse back in 2000.
From the Nautical to the Crazy Horse.
Let's go back to the Nautical.
Or the Riviera. I'm just saying.
Right, or Rotary Park or Windsor Park.
Yeah, they're all good.
So once again, Supatet in control of this one. You can see he's got about a 5-second lead over second place. That is Terapatite still in second. Buisson this time going to opt to go to the third place. Omad Sali going to opt to go to the inside. Buisson now coming off the MasterCard buoy, and he's going to go to the outside.
Pretty smooth to the inside, all by your lonesome there. That could hopefully benefit just a little bit, but I'll tell you, Supatet been so fast off the outside split. Terapatite, there we see him on the 142 once again, trying to chase another world title down there. But it's been Supatet who has been 2 for 2 so far. Can he make it 3 for 3 out of 4?
Folks, we'd like to say a special thanks to our presenting sponsors here for the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix. They include the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, and Siam Watercraft. This week's event co-sponsored by PT Lubricants and Freedom Racing. Thank you all so very much for your support of the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix.
Well, Ken, I was one who was saying that they're talking about Fox Sports, but I'm not sure where on Fox Sports that we're going to be seeing this, whether it's the international spots, Fox Sports, or regionals.
Uh-oh, and it looked like Omad Sali just got a little bit sideways there. He was actually reeling in Terapatite. and got a little bit sideways. That gives Terre Petite a little bit more breathing room, who is in second. Again, you see Feed10 in front of Terre Petite.
Cleet Kinzer, what's going on? Thanks, appreciate it. And we'll get that fire stoked and warm blanket. It'll be a little cold in Wyoming.
Big shout out to Cleet Kinzer. How you doing, Cleet?
Yeah, go snuggle with a buffalo.
He said it's pretty cold in Wyoming. I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I know it's this is tough duty right here. It's about 80 degrees and nice little breeze.
They said 86, but it doesn't feel like it because the humidity's so much lower.
Well, I feel as racers in personal watercraft racing, we just chase the weather. So wherever
That's right.
the weather's good in the world, we're going to race there.
Here the water's been cold, and it's been cold in Havasu.
And I see our boat out there, Dave, on the
Yep.
top right-hand side of the picture there.
Yeah, we'll be swimming out to that later to get for our hors d'oeuvres and our cocktail hour.
Right, exactly.
I'm sure there's a charcuterie board there with our name on it.
Mm-hmm. A crowd looking on here. There's our Finnish fans out there. Finland's done very well so far this week.
Speaking of cold places,
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of places that don't have a whole bunch of suntan lotion sales. So the K45 Maxima Pilot, Feed10, still got about a buoy advantage over second place. Terre Petite, Omat Sali not settling for that second place right now. Again, 2 more motos to go. Sali coming into this one with 84 points. I'm sure he'd like to knock some points off Louis Buisson. The Buisson, rather, had 96 points. So
a little tie there, buddy. It's a nail biter for sure for these riders. Once again, this is a 10-lapper, so we're dwindling down. We're watching Omat Sali now, the 77, running the flamingo colors there behind the background of the 77. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but I do miss the standard white, yellow, orange.
yep.
I remember when I first numbers, it was a light blue background, and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird.
Novice background.
Yeah, back in the
from
day.
Back in the day, white numbers.
Yep. And then they became orange with the background.
Orange with black, yep.
Yep. And then yellow with black.
That's your experts.
And then white with black.
That's your pros. And if there's a black background with a white number plate, that was your champion.
Yep. Keep it simple, stupid.
Right. We're bringing back sexy. Yeah, I
K-Rod
miss
hot chocolate. There you go.
I miss the old number plates. I mean, I like I like Supatat's number plate right there. He's got the white background. You can see everything perfect.
Getting a weather report from Kim Gallagher, Mike.
All right, current weather in Lake Havasu, Dave.
It is 40-ish in the air. The water temperature is warmer than the air, 50 to 52. Crazy.
Wow. Yeah, well, it wasn't last month.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was 105.
So there's your gap between first and second. It looks like Supatat's starting to put a little more real estate between he and second place as we get to the latter stages here of the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. This is their third of 4 motos. They'll finish up, I believe, the day this afternoon. They're going to be racing just after 2:30 or their final race.
Of course, freestyle, the last competition of the day at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, good freestyle yesterday for those of you who didn't get a chance to check that out online. Hajime, once again, taking a win. Taji Yamamoto taking the win over Demi Moore from the United States, who took second.
Yep. Demi had a lot of tricks, I'll tell you, though.
Yeah,
But Haji definitely had the difficulty.
yeah, Taji Yamamoto with a couple of double backflips in his routine. One was part of a combination. So pretty good stuff right there. And we're looking at that to close the day here on the beach. End of the day should be right around 4:30 or so, 16:30. for those of you listening in on the nearby military bases.
I was going to say an Armed Forces Network.
That's it, and the white flag now out for that guy right there, Supatat Futrukul.
I can never say more than hallelujah flag right now for Supatat Futrukul.
You know, it's tough, I mean, obviously, when you're out there with a bunch of racers, it seems like you probably focus a little bit more when you're out there with a lot of racers. When there's only 4 racers that are still left out there, that's kind of, got to keep your mind just, you're not really thinking, because there's nobody in front of you. There's no lab traffic, and all 4 of you are kind of running together, so you're not seeing anybody in front of you.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it would kind of make you complacent.
And I was looking at Cassidy. He looked rather complacent himself. They're just out for a Sunday ride, even though they're definitely hauling the mail.
He's doing the math in his head. How many awards have I won this week?
How many square foot do I need to add to my trophy room is what he was thinking.
Right. Let's call the contractor.
Yeah. And just for a few baht more, you could add another 5 shelves. So as we watch Futrukul, the 45, the rider from Thailand for K45, Maxima Race Fuels, Yamaha, and Team Pa.
So working his way through that outside split, the solid section, one final time here. And here we go down the front straightaway. Number 1, he says.
Numero uno.
He is perfect so far in the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. Supatat Futrukul out of Thailand. Sponsored by K45 Maxima Yamaha.
It's kind of funny. Book was calling him Fat Boy on his comments. I think it's like you call the big guy tiny.
Right, exactly.
An oxymoron.
Taking a look at the race fans there again. Coming up next, the Pro Ski Grand Prix, Dave.
Oh, boy, time to wake up the rest of the world. Get on your feet, get out of your recliner. It's time to go racing with a full lineup here. 14. What are we saying here?
Well, congratulations to Cassidy Terapetite coming through in that second place position. In third place, Omad Saleh, your top 4 with Marshall Louis Buisson. So once again, congratulations, Supatat. 180 points, a perfect score going into their 4th and final moto.
So we're going to have some cool stuff going before we get Pro Ski. We're going to have something very, very special to reveal to the fans around the world very shortly. I don't know if we're going to do it right before. Well, that's what we were scheduled for. Actually, do believe that's going to be later this afternoon, right after Pro Runabout then. So we'll be getting to that very soon. So stay tuned for a special announcement after Pro Runabout GP. Not just the announcement, you'll be able to witness history here in Thailand. But it's time for Pro Ski GP to wake it up, to kick it up, to fire it up. Looking at Kevin Redder out of Austria there. Jaden Richardson, the Australian Missile, Marine One jet pilot.
Yeah, Jaden Richardson, vote number 111. Got a lot of fans that are watching in online.
Kaylee Kennedy. Let's go, Jaden Richardson.
And we got the T4 right there. That's Tanawin Moli out of Thailand, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team, one half of the Moli Dynamic Duo.
And looks like we're going to move it on to the red, white, and blue machine there.
Stars and bars.
Stars and bars. That's Dev Dog, Devin Farthing.
Yeah, Dev Dog, Devin Farthing with Cat Daddy, one of the best holders ever right there with him. Dev Dog on a fast power sports boat this week, sponsored by Farthing Racing.
And, of course, that's the holder of the stars you talked about.
I love it. Number 92, Yuma Kujisaki out of Japan, sponsored by the SKU 56H team.
Yeah, he's doing the pose. Must be getting ready for the bodybuilding competition.
Yeah,
he's showing the gun
go.
show. And how about that young man right there? He was just a little squirt when we watched him first race. It's the Samurai, Toshi Ohara, number 37, out of Japan on his Pro Force, on his K1 Racing Service, and Shoei helmets.
There is boat number 73. I believe that's Kenji Takada out of Japan, sponsored by Team LNB.
Also on a Fast Power Sports.
All the race fans are in the stands. Again, this is Moto number 3. As we come into Moto number 3, I'm going to take a look down here. And as far as the points go, we are tied in points. Kevin Retterer and Jaden Richardson, both with 101 points, are tied for the lead with 78 points. Toshi Ohara in third, and there's Quentin Bosch. Bosch not able to run the first moto due to a mechanical issue, but won the second moto, so he's got 60 points. There is the T19 that we're taking a look at. Aaron Honklin out of Thailand, sponsored by the Bangkok Jet Club by Banpuin.
Yeah, what a crazy story it is with Quentin Bosch, though, man. And there's Raphael Marin on the 44, coming to us from France on the Pastorello competition, and Team Kawasaki.
Moving right along, looks like we've got boat number 97. That's Hideyuki Kariyashi out of Japan, sponsored by Team LNB. You know, currently sitting 5th in the points right now with 75 points, is 639. Mao Sato, out of Japan, sponsored by Team Speed Magic, and there he is right there. He's currently 5th in the points after the first two motos. Now, what I'm saying, there was just a lot of ups and downs during those first two motos. To have only 101 points, we're tied at 101 points for the lead here between Retterer and Jaden Richardson.
So you have Mayo Sato, and then this is the 60 machine, which is Yohei Yamamoto from Japan, Team YRF, Crazy House, and L Fuels.
And there is, from the United States, Jimmy Wilson out of Port St. Lucie, Florida. Boat number 300, Factory Cowie pilot.
Yeah, that new Hyperion, Kawasaki. From Ohio to North Carolina to Florida. I followed your route.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're a smart Ohioan, you live in Florida now.
Yes.
Ohio's a great place to be from.
And root for a football team.
All right, so the Pro-Am runabout, 1100. Pro Ski GP is ready to take off here, 10 laps. So here we go, and as I take a look down, 19 riders, actually 14 riders down on the line. And we are off and away. Wilson starting from the outside, the far outside on the outside split.
You see outside.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's got a bad start. You can see he's kind of settling in right there. It looks like he's going to settle in second. He's grabbing the broom. He's sweeping hard on that outside split, but nice drone shot right there. We'll go back and take a look and see who your leader is on the inside here.
Toshi.
Looks like Toshi Ohara. Uh-oh, what happened there? Toshi went sideways. And there's Retterer to take advantage. So Toshi goes a little bit sideways, and Retterer takes advantage. So he is your race leader on the inside. On the outside, Quentin Bosch, QB1.
I was going to say, not surprised. He was on the pole on the inside or the outside, and that's where he's going to end up, out front. Now we're going to merge together. Will it be QB? It is going to be Quentin Bosch with the whole shot. Retterer is going to come out in second, and let's see who's going to get that third position.
As your top three going around the bubble.
Mike, I was going to tell you get the long eyes out, but we can't see the tent. Here, whistle, possibly somebody down, not sure.
Something's going on out there. There we go. It looks like boat number 97.
Hideyuki.
Hideyuki Kariyashi.
Yeah, another rider looks like
they may
got
have
ejected.
they may have come together coming down that front straightaway. That's Hideyuki there.
Can't get that machine refired. They're having some problems. Not sure who that is also there.
The fans looking on here. Like some fast power sports
That's
fans.
Jaden Richardson.
Oh, wow.
no.
Tough break for Jaden.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Sitting at third in points?
Yeah,
Or fourth in points. Sorry, fourth.
Yeah, Richardson was tied for the points lead coming into this one, 101 with Kevin Redder.
Yeah, you're right.
And Redder is going to get all kind of points here if he can stay in second. That'll give him 154 going into the fourth and final moto, but that's way too early to talk about that. There's Redder right there. Kevin Redder, longtime racer out of Austria, sponsored by Flamingo Racing.
Seeing the boys from Havasu there in Canada. All right, here we go. There's Wilson and Toshi. He gets by Toshi. Toshi had some problems on that start.
Yeah.
Really fought it up. Like you said, he got sideways.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to hole shot, but then just caught an edge right there.
Yeah, kind of power slid around, stayed upright.
And then Redder was able to go right by him, and then Jimmy Wilson was right behind Quentin Bosch coming from that outside split.
I'm not going to say that's too shabby right there.
So I believe that's Wilson actually in third place, unofficially, followed by Toshi, who is currently sitting in fourth. Now, Toshi, I didn't realize, had a bad second moto yesterday. Only got 20 points in that second moto, Dave.
I'm wondering because he was up good if he got a penalty.
On Yuki Kariashi, don't look too happy right there.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, tough break there for Hideyuki.
Heartbreaking to see that. But we're going to go back up front. Quentin Bosch, the 98, QB as we call him. And you can see Jimmy there fighting. So it's going to be Redder, then Wilson. Wilson trying to get up and get it into Redder's tray. They're both coming off the outside splits.
So you're taking a look and you've seen Redder go by, and there is Wilson. So Redder got about 4.5 seconds on Wilson right now as they get ready to exit that split. They're all coming down the front straightaway. That was Redder, who was, I believe, just at the bottom of your screen. Wilson's got company. That was O'Hara coming from the inside.
So Toshi sitting in that fourth position. Still a very good accomplishment for considering the problems on the start, I got to say.
Big shout out to Bad Billy Bates, who's listening in from Lake Havasu. How you doing, Billy?
Arg, Billy.
We're looking at fourth place right there, boat number 37, Toshi O'Hara, the samurai, who is trying to slice and dice his way back onto the podium. Took a win in the first moto.
And it looks like it's going to be Hunklang on the T19 sitting in that fifth position. So now we have our top five. So it's Quentin Bosch, followed by the 90 of Redderer, James Wilson, then the samurai Toshi O'Hara, and then Harnan Hunklang.
And there's Nicole Farthing right there, trying to say, I don't know if she's texting Devin, hey, where you at, son? You could tell she was dialing somebody in. And Nicole's serious, man. You don't want to mess with her on the beach.
That is one serious race mom, I'll tell you. It's awesome. She organized all three of those boys.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough row to hoe right there.
Well, there's Kevin Redder on the number 90.
Yeah, Redder still holding down that second place position, 1 and 2, trying to separate from the rest of the pack. Again, this is where I'd like to see a log jump.
Wilson holds it on from the outside, still claims third place. The samurai Toshi coming off the inside, still in fourth, trying to work it each time. You know, he's being smart. He knows he needs to get up there in position. Had that bad moto. You talked about only 20 points from the last moto. Every point out of 4 motos is going to matter at this point. But Wilson holding on to that third spot just by the skin of his teeth because the samurai's got the katana out and he is slicing his way through the buoys.
All right. Well, I'm just taking a look here. Coming into this one, Kevin Redder was tied for first place with 101 points, currently in second. I think he would have the points lead as they went in. Jaden Richardson was also tied. Jaden now back in the pack, so he is not going to be up there as far. Bosch with the win, still only going to have a 120 points. He's going to need some divine intervention if he wants an overall here. In And
Well, let's talk about Sato,
moving up into second place is going to be. It looks like Toshi Ohara.
Yeah, Sato had 75 points. He has slid back down because
he was in fourth place coming into this one.
Yeah.
He's going to at least move up to looks like possibly third, unless he is a little further behind Jimmy Wilson, who came into this in fifth place. But with Jaden Richardson out, Wilson in third place, and we don't know where Mao Sato is. Wilson could possibly move up into that third place position before the end of this
We'll
one.
have to try and see. And look at this. Toshi Ohara to the inside, but it's Wilson. He's going to slam the door in the Samurai's face as he holds on. Boy, I'll tell you, he was a firefighter. He knows how to bust the door down. But look at the Samurai. He just sliced that door wide open. Oh, my goodness. The Samurai, Toshi Ohara, now moves to third. Jimmy Wilson back to fourth, but don't count out Wilson yet. He knows how to dig deep. He's in shape.
That's right. So 37, Toshi moving up into that third place position. You still got Quentin Bosch up in the top spot. Kevin Redderer in second. And that puts Jimmy Wilson back into fourth. Aaron Honklong in fifth.
Oh, no, I just saw Wilson do a little backstretch there. I'm going to wonder. It's not something we like to see, but a lot of laps still to go. Let's see if Wilson, when they get in the splits, but it's Quentin Bosch, Redderer, now O'Hara, and Wilson, top four, followed by Arnong Hunkleng out of Thailand.
And there's Jaden Richardson having another problem out there. Goes down momentarily.
There's something going on with his ski.
Sitting in the tray, might have knocked something loose when he got in that altercation a little earlier with Kenji.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker there.
Just trying to stay out there for the points at this point.
Yeah, him and Hideyuki Kiriashi having that come together moment off the splits. Oh, I think the handle pole was broken. It looked like the angle was the wrong angle.
Right, yeah. So, well, at least he's staying out there, going to try to collect some points, salvage
whatever
he can here.
Yeah. Good point.
Again, came in tied with the points lead, so as long as he can get something.
We saw that, Jeremy. I saw right the connection point there. You can see the handle pole broken. Where is Devin Farthing? We're still trying to keep an eye on him. I think Nicole was trying to track him on her iPhone. Put an air tag on that kid.
There's the T19. That is Aaron Honklong, who was currently in that fifth place position. I see the 44 of Ralph Marin there. Looks like we're going back in the pack a little bit further.
Ralphie, a former winner here for the World Cup quite a few years, I think about 5 years ago.
Sponsored by Pastorello Competition Kawasaki.
There's Mayo Sato that we talked about. We were wondering where he's at.
Yeah, on the 639. Sato taking a look over. That's the same boat that Sophie Francis won on earlier today. And
Hyperion's getting a little rental boat use.
So obviously that ski is Pro Women's Ski Modified legal.
Adam Grinder chiming in from Arizona, one of our old school jet skiers and off-road racer there, saying log jump. Need log jump.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking the same thing. That's why QB1's so far out in front right now. Nobody has to hit the brakes, and nobody can get caught up on that log jump. And I mean, it's a great
3 log jumps.
It's a great equalizer.
Good point, Adam. We're right there with you, buddy. It says, Billy Bates, I took Jimmy and J-Rod up to tabletop on Thanksgiving morning. Nice. Beautiful out there.
Good look at Raphael Marin right there. Again, out of France. Time starting to tick away here in this one. There is the 639. Mao Sato out of Japan, sponsored by Team Speed Magic.
On the Hyperion, and look right behind him there. That's the 4. That's Tanawin Mo Lee, the Thai twin, as we like to call him there. 6 cents.
Yeah. And back out to your race leader. There is QB1, Quentin Bosch, out of Belgium, sponsored by QB1 Racing.
Yeah, heartbreaker. Motor number 1 could not get his boat to fire on the line. Had to take a no points for that. Comes back. Moto 2 wins. Moto 3 out front leading.
Redder is showing him a keel right there, though. You see Redder coming from that inside split as your leaders move on to the right-hand side of the track, and around the bubble they go.
Man, what a beautiful day it's turned into. The blue water, the blue skies, as these racers get to race in some beautiful land here in Thailand. Quentin Bosch, our current leader, a.k.a. QB as we call him.
Saving the best day for last here weather-wise in beautiful Pattaya City, Thailand. We're at Jomtien Beach for the World Grand Prix #1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024. Glad you all could join us.
Mike, look at the setup that we have here. The grandstands up top, double sets, packed to the house.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We're in a tent in a little cubicle.
Yes, I know. Well, we get to see how cool it is.
Yeah, exactly. We can see how cool it is. We're so close to it. So close to being cool.
Well, we just had a great shot of Jimmy Wilson sitting currently in that 4th position as we go back to Rafael Marin on the 44 machine there. Again, like I said, both Quentin Bosch, we've seen Kevin Redderer and Rafael Marin have traded World Cup wins here over the last couple years. Of course, the only year it didn't happen was the year of COVID, as we pretty much shut the world down at that point. Last lap, white flag is out for Quentin Bosch, the 98th young man from Belgium.
And Bosch just charging right there. You see his crew looking on.
Kevin Redderer, the 90.
And as I pointed out a little earlier, Redder staying where he's at. He's going to be first in the points. As I take a look down, he'll have 154 points coming into that final.
That's going to be crazy.
And he has won a couple of the cups here before.
That's what I was just mentioning, yeah. Between Redderer, Quentin Bosch, and Rafael Marin, they've owned the last 5 years.
And unfortunately, Jeremy Perret, not here. Another one of those who have taken one of the cups.
He was the only one that split up Redderer and Quentin Bosch on World Cup wins.
Maxime says, come on, Quentin Bosch, number 98. Well, Maxime, I think he's going to deliver for you an early Christmas present. Looking like a Moto number 3 victory here for Bosch. Again, very unfortunate. He was not able to compete in Moto number 1. Had some problems with that boat and unfortunately getting a DNR.
Now he's racing for face, basically, at this point. Saying, well, if I would have got all 4, I would have taken you.
So he comes down the front straightaway one final time. Got some labbers in front of him. You can see the arm pump in the air. QB1.
It's great to see how he's recovered. He had a horrible accident. What was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah, back in Lake Havasu.
Yeah. See him come back, recover 100%, and still win.
QB1 Racing's Quentin Bosch will take the win here in Moto number 3. So there's your winner from Motos 2 and 3.
Kevin Redderer, second.
Still got one more to go. That's going to be going on right around 3 o'clock this afternoon, or 1500 for all of you folks that are listening in.
Yeah, there's some fans. Got the QB poster.
Oh, yeah.
QB1, baby.
Now take it down and get it autographed.
That's right. Add some value to that, baby. Team QB, give them the big congratulations there. So we also had Toshi coming in, I believe, 3rd, and not sure if Jimmy Wilson was able to have 4. We didn't see it. We're looking for him right now as the riders are in tech to get their post-tech for this race.
And speaking of tech, a big shout out to Robert Sand, who is our chief of tech, and Adrian Wilson, who's here from the United Kingdom.
Some great guys, I'll tell you.
Our official lie detectors here in Thailand. All right, folks. Well, coming up next, we got the Pro Runabout GP class, and stick around. That'll be on right after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดของเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกเธอของเกินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่าไม่เกิน
We are proud to be แซดแต่งก็แก๊งออกไปซ่าซิ่งที่สุดไปเลยค่ะ
อะไรยากทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Well, welcome back, everybody, as we can look down on the line here. The Pro Runabout GP Grand Prix class here. Moto 3 of 4. So we get ready to go there. We can see Califia Belisala on the 33 mic.
Yeah, he took a third place in Moto number 1 yesterday as we take a look at boat number 33. I'm sorry, Khalifa actually, he took a third. There's Georgi Kaza, who took a fourth yesterday. Georgi out of Hungary, sponsored by Kaja Racing.
And he's hungry for a win today, I'll tell you.
Yeah, gym owner back there in Hungary. And then right beside him, it looks like we've got boat number 4. That's Francois Midori out of France, sponsored by Easy Rider. Yesterday, he took a 6th place overall.
And a endurance win.
Yeah, he is your endurance jet ski World Cup Grand Prix champion. And then boat number 52, that's Supak Satura, sponsored by Sinja Water Sports. Supak yesterday with a 9th place finish.
And we're going to move it over there to 38, our good buddy Mohammed Al-Baz. Mohammed had a rough one yesterday. Fortunately, I believe ended up Moto 1 with only 24 points. He comes from the Kuwait Sea Club.
And then we go over to, I believe, boat number 77. That's Matthias Simon out of Estonia, sponsored by the BRP Racing Team of Estonia. First moto, he took a 14th.
And next to him is going to be the 18 machine. That's Kenta Aku from Japan, the Excel Group Racing. Motul Race Oils on there.
As we move along, it looks like boat number 11, that's Waleed Al-Shirani out of Qatar, sponsored by the Qatar Jet Ski Team. And Waleed taking a 13th place yesterday.
And then there is the 66 machine. We love to call him Skinny Mo. It's Mohammed Berbeya. He is a multi-time World and King's Cup champion, World Cup, with over 30 championships to his name.
All right, and that's Tira Satura, sponsored by Sinja Water Sports. He's sponsored by Jet Pilot.
Who came us via the LCQ, Mike.
Yep.
47, Samuel Johansson, coming to us from Sweden, riding for Team Argrins.
Yeah, Samuel with a 7th place finish yesterday.
He's got Easy
And
Rider.
then it looks like Tori Snyder from Bradenton, Florida, sponsored by Snyder Build.
Throwing that USA proud right there, he says.
Got Sean Hagen right there to the left-hand side on our picture.
And then we're going to move it on to the number 20 machine. That's Guy Greenland, coming to us all the way from Australia, from the land down under, riding for Shoreline.
Promoter
And
races
Motorsports.
down there for
Yep.
many years.
good buddy of Dustin Farthing.
And there's the T79 of Permfon Terapatanich out of Thailand, sponsored by Busan Sea-Doo Jet Ski Team.
And we're going to move it on over here to that big green wrecking machine, the Kawasaki J87. That is Aijimi Asahi out of Japan, Marine Mechanic.
And there we got Bushel, James Bushel, boat number 158. We know him as Bushy.
Bushy.
Julian, his mechanic, spending overtime on that. Got to hang out with Steve, his father, a little bit earlier this week. And I'm sure if he was here, he'd like to say a special hello to Harry Macy and Samantha, who are watching in from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, Steve was up to some monkey business.
Yeah. He brought all the bananas, that's for sure.
Yes, he did. And we immediately, and not just a lot of bananas, a bushel of bananas.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what.
Didn't.
He didn't go there. That is just BANANAS. Okay, you can see a full line down there of GP boats. For those of you folks listening in, fastest racing we're going to see all weekend long. This is their second of 3 motos. Once again, winner of the first moto was Skinny Mo, Mohamed Berbea. Tia Satura took a second on boat number 51, 33. Khalifa Belsea took a third on boat number 33. Georgi Kaza took fourth on boat number 5. And rounding out your top 5 in Moto 1 was 158, James Bushel. Here we go.
7 to 14 seconds, and we're green.
And it looked like Skinny Mo with a good start. I believe he was on the pole sitter on the outside. Yeah, you can see he's right there.
See that Red Bull charging around?
Okay, as the drone follows him, we'll dial it in here. On the inside, looks like Mohamed Albaz, boat number 38, your early leader on the inside.
Deja vu from moto number 1, Mike. Here we go. Can he get out front this time? Mohamed Berbea. He was the whole shot and winner from moto number 1. Can Albaz get a little redemption after that bad moto 1 for him? And inside.
So it looks like it's going to be Albaz, your early race leader. Albaz followed by Berbea in second place as the drone trying to follow him through the bubble right there. Looks like Georgi Kaza back there in third.
Yeah, I saw that number 5 into our screen.
The jet spray everywhere. Nicholas Rios, you can see him out there in the stands checking stuff out.
The fighter. Saw his son Jaden was watching earlier. Jaden, another young junior racer.
I'm looking at the battle here between second and third. You can see the gap between first and second along that back straightaway. Albaz starting to put a little real estate between he and Berbea, but that is Georgi Kaza right there behind Berbea and trying to stay just out of his pump wash on the outside. And your race leaders in the split section right now, that's Albaz that opted to go to that outside split. And it looks like he carried Skinny Mo with him, Mohamed Berbea. Third place, Kaja, I believe, went to the inside. There's boat number 5 as we focus in on him. The gym owner out of Hungary.
Yep. And we'll try and get 4th and 5th as they come around. Georgi off the inside splits, coming around. Albaz.
Looks like T79 moving up in the mix. There's 158, James Bushel. As we go back just a little bit further here. So Bushy currently running in that 4th place position.
Yeah, looks like the T79 is going to be 5th there, Mike. That's Pemperon Terapatanich.
Yeah, Terapatanich in the 5th spot. So once again, your top 5, Albaz out in front. Berbea in second. 3rd place is Georgi Kaza. 4th place, James Bushel in 5th place. Permfon Terapatanich. So that is 1 through 5 right now as we are just getting started here. I believe as I take a look down, 12 laps to glory. This is Moto 2 of 3 Race number 85, the Pro Runabout GP, for all of you just tuning in to the World Grand Prix number 1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024.
As we just went up front, we see Mohammed Al-Baz, our leader. He could turn out to be a little bit of a spoiler there.
Big shout out to Rick Powell, who's listening in from Lake Havasu.
Hi, Rick.
How you doing, Ricky? Carolyn Reed is watching in from Australia. What's up, Miss Carol? Mongol says, go Sinja Water Sports. And there's we're taking a look at Bushel right now. Bushel still currently, I believe, in that 4th place position. And you can see that's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th over there. T79 back there in 5th. Tara Patanich. Patanich now working his way around the bubble. He is just behind Bushel. And there's boat number 18 in the 6th place position. That's Kenta Oku out of Japan, sponsored by the Excel Group. And rounding out your top 7, it looks like boat number 51. And that is Tia Satura,
yep.
Who took a 2nd in the first moto. So currently running 7th, took a 7th in the first moto. I expect to see Satura on the move.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, for Satura doing a great job, because Al-Baz, fortunately, had a bad moto number 1, as we saw him break down a little bit. And Mohamed Berbier took the win, but Satura sitting 7th. He was 2nd in moto number 1.
You know, and he had to work his way in through the LCQ, too.
That's
so
right.
He came in with a tough ticket. And there is Mohamed Barbea, sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport Club out of Kuwait City, Kuwait. First place, Al-Baz, one of his teammates. And you can see Skinny Mo coming from that inside split. Al-Baz already passed us. There is 3rd place. Boat number 5, Yorgi Kaja.
We got a Yorgi Kaja shout out there from Micah, one of the Hungarian fans, family members.
And I see boat number 77 making a pass back by our start-finish line. That's Matthias Simon. There is a good look at Simon from Estonia. Simon sponsored by, I believe, the BRP racing team of Estonia.
And then right behind him is Khalifa Bessalah out of the UAE.
Yeah, Khalifa not with the best of starts. He took a 3rd place in the first moto,
Yeah.
so I was wondering why I didn't see him up there. So obviously
Was he
not
ninth?
a good second moto here so far for Khalifa.
I think he's sitting at about 9th right now, so that's a rough one.
Taking a look at the stands up there. Seeing a lot of our Russian contingent in the stands.
Man, I tell you, Russia came to race this week.
Yeah, they brought half of Siberia with them.
I mean, I just love seeing all the international riders from around the world that we see. Finland, Bulgaria, Ukraine, you know, of course, all the Thai riders, Finland, Russia, insane.
A good look there at our split section of the track. The islands off in the distance here from Jomtien Beach. I see 77, that's Simon again, working his way around the double red, or around the double greens rather.
Well, we can see Al-Baz on the back stretch there as we go back to the 77. Back to 9th place, Matthias, I'm sorry, that's a little bit deeper, 8th. Matthias Seaman. We're really starting to spread out.
As we go back out toward the front of the pack, and our leaders are working their way through the split section right now.
There was literally riders all over the entire course at this point. See some of the fans up there wearing some of the souvenir shirts for the WGP number 1 here, Patia.
Yeah, I was surprised. Only 400 baht back there. You know, the official T-shirt's only 400 baht. That's cheap, man.
Yeah, what is that, like $7, $6?
I think it's like 14 bucks.
Huh?
I think it's like 14.
Yeah, around that maybe. Back to Yuri Kaja on the number 5, the Hungarian gym man, as we like to call him, who gets you in shape.
Oh, yeah. The fans maxing and relaxing here. James Bushel still holding on to that 4th place position. Bushy taking on some new tasks up there in Weisbeck, the United Kingdom. I understand he's learning how to run farm equipment.
Yeah, I saw him on a combine. That was definitely a shocker. Yeah, I don't think it goes fast enough for him, though.
I wonder if Julian's wrenching on the combine.
Sharpening the tines.
Yeah, Julian, of course, we're talking about James Bushel's mechanic, who has been with him since Bushel's onset of his career.
Yep.
Like peas in a pod.
There's the 79, Pernpan Terpapanic, the Busan Sea-Doo jet ski team rider, the local from Thailand.
Yeah, Terapatanic looking good out there. Was, I believe, in that 5th place position the last time that we had panned over to him. Again, your race leader out there, still Mohammed Albaz. Boat number 38 had some mechanical issues yesterday, but looks like he's got those dialed in. Albaz yesterday, as I take a look over, only getting 22 points yesterday. So another 60 would give him 82 going into the final.
As we take a look at the number 18 rider now, that is Kenta Oku out of Japan. He was sitting in 6th place, the Excel Group Racing. 7th right behind him is the number 4, Midori. Francois Midori out of France, Easy Rider. Let's go, Midori. We got some shout-outs to Midori. Midori's already had a good week, winning the overall for the endurance this week. Prime Endurance. Seeing Peter DeSmit down there, one of our race directors. 6 laps to go, the word from the tower, according to the LCD screen.
Alrighty, well, if things stay as they are out on the track coming into the 3rd and final moto, Skinny Mo going to have a good lead. He's going to have 113 points going into that. Now, Albaz playing the spoiler, only going to have 82 points. If he gets 60 here, had 22 in the first race, that kind of killed him with only 3 motos. If you have 4 motos, he might have a chance. Very, very outside chance. He'll come in, he'll be tied with James Bushel, who will have 82 points. But coming in 2nd place will be Georgi Kaja with 91 points. So,
how about that?
But I'll tell you what, a 9 of what?
Yeah, you like those apples.
A 22-point lead for Skinny Mo going into that final. That's going to be tough for somebody to surpass. So Skinny Mo trying to...
Mike, we just got to remind everybody, this is the GP class. If it can go wrong, it can. If it can go well, it will.
Okay, yeah, exactly. This race is not done, and those points are not official that we just gave you. But I'm just saying, if things stay as they are, that's what we're looking at. Just trying to create the storylines for everybody out there so you know what's going on.
We just got to wait for that 3rd motor to hear that clerically challenged lady sing.
And you're taking a look right there at Georgi Kaja.
Kaja got those elbows up and locked in one of his seats. A lot of G-forces, these riders. A lot of horsepower, close to 500 horsepower in these now?
Yeah, Kaja coming out. Looks like he's got a back marker in front of him. That was G.
They got to be pulling 5-6 Gs going around these corners.
Yeah, Guy Greenland settles in behind Kaja right now. And you can see Kaja trying to chase down Skinny Mo over there in the bottom right-hand side of the track as they make the turn. Again, Skinny Mo only with about a 2.5-second advantage there over Kaja. And Kaja had to deal with some lap traffic that last time in the split. We'll see how he does without lap traffic. And if he can push Skinny Mo, Mohammed Berbea, to a mistake.
Well, we're going to find out when they get into the splits here. Let's see. Question, will there be lap traffic? Will it be rough for the inside or outside? It's looking a little busy there, Mike, on the splits.
Well, these most of these riders, like Satura, Khalifa, Georgi Kaja, Bushel, all need, and Mohammed Albaz, they all need some folks to get past that guy right there.
Skinny Mo to the outside, Kaja to the outside.
Yeah.
As we can see, Bushel.
You can see Bushel in the background there. Bushel was in fourth place, and you can see Kaja. Kaja followed suit right there. So Georgi Kaja following your race leader, or I'm sorry, second place, Mohamed Berbea. Your race leader is checking out of this one, Mohamed Albaz. Albaz, once again, sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport Club. That's your battle for second place on our screen right now. Skinny Mo working right to left as we view it on the screen, and there is Kaja with a pole in the water trying to reel him in as they work their way into that chicane, top right-hand side of the track, and get ready to head into the back section. Kaja is still about 3 seconds or so off of the pace as they work their way up to the top left-hand side of the track. They'll make the turn back into the closed course. Albaz already getting ready to exit the split from the inside. Meanwhile, there'll be some traffic on the outside for second place, Mohamed Berbea. Skinny Mo with a couple more buoys to negotiate here before he exits that outside split and down the front straightaway.
Berbea through the splits here again, the 66, the Red Bull rider from Kuwait.
And there we go past the start-finish line as we head into the latter stages of this one. There's Kaja, currently in third place, makes a pass through our start-finish line once again.
And there's the 77 we're taking a look now, is once again trying to get up into the mix. That's Mattias Seaman. See it a little bit deeper in the field. Not so much a factor, but could be a factor for points for other riders behind him.
Yeah, I'm looking for Bushel out there. Bushel was in fourth, so the top three kind of separating from everybody else, and that's your battle for second and third again.
So we should see back here somewhere to the right.
Yeah, on the right-hand side of our screen.
Oh, no, Hajime.
Yeah, that was Kenta Oku.
Kenta Oku.
Kenta Oku.
Oh, no.
Saw a tough break there for Kenta. I believe that is Kimi right there.
Yep. Right on the finish stripe. White flag is out. Albaz, 1 lap to go.
So the white flag out for Albaz. There's Albaz right there. Again, not only sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport Club, but sponsored by Jet Pilot as well.
AKA the spoiler.
Yeah, only 22 points that first run. Again, 60 will give him 82, which if Bushel stays in fourth, that'll tie him up with Bushel. Kaj is still in third, looking to take at least 91 points into the final unless he can get past Skinny Mo. Needs to get past Skinny Mo. That's what most of the riders, half of the field, are thinking right now. Because Skinny Mo comes in with a 20-plus point lead in the third moto. It's going to be tough to get past him, that's all.
Yeah, definitely. You're right, Mike. I mean, that's not even an understatement at that point. You know, Mohamed's just tough no matter where he goes in the world. But, what's going on? We see shock and awe on his face.
Well, yeah, that's because our Japanese supermodels just walked in.
I'll go with it.
Okay, yeah. See, we can't see outside our tent, but that was my guess.
We have to look at the reactions of the folks.
We got some Midori fans there, some Guy Greenland fans there that are chiming in online. What's up, Sabula? Checkered flag out for Mohamed Albaz.
There it is.
Right, there we go.
Berbea.
Now he's happy.
Yes. He looked dejected for a second. He was waving the models up, you were saying.
Right, exactly.
There's, I believe Berbea goes by as Albaz says, that's me, number 1 in the 38. But I'll tell you, 22 points and 60 doesn't get you that much closer to an overall.
So So once again, we had Albaz come through in front, Mohamed Berbea in second, and rounding out your top three, Georgi Kaza out of Hungary. Folks, we'll be back with the show coming up after the break.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดของเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกเธอของเธอไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่าไม่เกิน
We are proud to be แซดแต่งก็แก๊งออกไปซ่าซิ่งที่สุดไปเลยค่ะ
อะไรยากทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Welcome back here as we saw the completion. Again, a big congratulations to Mohamed Albaz, Mohamed Berbea, and of course, Georgi Kaza, the top three at a pro runabout GP. See, we're getting ready for our break, but we got some cool stuff going on. So don't go anywhere if you want to see a new unveil. Some of the people that have been in the Havasu area or SoCal have seen these in the past, but I'm going to wait to let that cat out of the bag here very shortly. A little bit of a breeze, a nice cool day here at Jomtien Beach. Want to throw a big shout out to a lot of our great sponsors. Of course, the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, and of course, amazing Thailand for having us here in this beautiful land, the land of 1,000 smiles, here the Thai Smile. And Toyota Gazoo Racing. So at this time, we're going to go back to our good buddy on the beach. Jake, what's going on down there?
We're getting ourselves ready for the ultimate showdown here at Jomtien Beach, and I'm with one of the stars of the show that everyone's traveled so far to see, the warrior of the waves, the behemoth of the beach, Quentin Bosch. Quentin, so good to see you here in Pattaya once again.
Yeah, thanks again for having us here. Great event, extremely nice racing, and I'm happy to be here.
It's been a very tough event so far for you. Yesterday's first race, you didn't even manage to get out on the water. Tell us a little bit about what happened.
Yeah, it's always it's a mechanical sport, and it's very difficult. Not always everything goes like you want, and yesterday was just one of those days. We had a short circuit in the starter engine, which is something in 25 years of racing I've never ever experienced. But we didn't get the ski started, and I was standing there looking at the racers. But I came here to win, because that's my goal, always winning. And it was very, very tough to cope with that. But we managed to turn it around and do some nice victories.
I was going to say, you managed to channel your frustrations. We could see just how much that really got to you, that inability to take the start. But what you did in Moto2 yesterday and Moto3 this morning, you are relentless. You are absolutely determined. You're going to win every chance you've got.
Yeah, well, I use anger and frustration into my advantage, and I'm a very focused and very angry racer. That's just the truth. I don't think anger is a negative if you can use it towards something good. And I think I showed that I was relentless, and I'm just here to kill.
The level of the competition has been so high this year. It looks like it's going to be down to the wire. There's a potential that you could still top 3 in this, but obviously not scoring in the first race, it's a huge hammer blow. How do you rate your chances of ranking, and are you just coming at this with the chance to win everything you've that's left?
Well, since yesterday there was only one more option. Try and win every moto and then see where you end up. You know, like everybody has the same chances as me. You know, it's choppy, big course, long races. So yeah, everybody has the possibility to have a mechanical failure or get off the boat. And yeah, I just need, you know, one time good luck the weekend. And yeah, maybe luck is on my side today. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we'd like to think so. You've got so many fans here in Thailand and back home in Belgium who are rooting for you. So we wish you all the very best, Quentin. Thank you so much for talking to us, and we hope you get another great win out there.
Thank you very much, and see you guys later.
Thank you. Great to see Quentin Bosch is ready for action, boys. We're going to get to see an amazing showcase this afternoon.
Well, fortitude, tenacity, and some crazy things happen, but we're going to take this down to something special. I kind of hinted about it. We've seen this, the demo run, the new model by Kawasaki. Minoru Kanemaru, a legend of the jet ski world who once won a world title, has continued, in fact, multiple world titles. We call him King Kanemaru. He contributes to the development of jet skis, the 1500, the 800, all in his pocket, now the new one. So the jet ski is now also involved into their development. His daughter, Mui. How about that? The DNA, as we see, the acorn didn't roll far from the tree. The DNA shows all the brilliant riding technique his daughter, Mui Kanemaru, has inherited from her father.
Well, I'll tell you, yeah, she definitely inherited the DNA of Minoru Kanemaru and is now a legend in the jet ski world. Please check out the performance of the new model.
Which is the new model is like a fixed steering 1500. It's kind of similar to the X2, which in 1986 Kawasaki introduced the X2 as stand-up piece PWC with a short hull, fixed handle poles. The X2 was popular for its rider-friendly handling and fun to drive. They were a blast.
Yeah, that's right. You know, the X2 became popular for its rider-friendly handling, fun-to-drive characteristics. It continued to be a strong favorite with dedicated fans who appreciated the fixed handlebar and the fun-to-ride concept.
And for riders who are interested in the stand-up PWCs but are not accustomed for riding traditional stand-up watercraft, well, this is the one for you. For riders that are interested, go check it out. A fixed handlebar PWC is available as a new model. The Jet Ski SXX 160, 160 horsepower, Mike.
That's right. Please continue to enjoy the demo run by father and
daughter
Kanemaru on their new Kawasaki model. Beautiful looking boat there, Dave, as we take a look at it on the screen here.
Now, we've seen a few with Speed Magic, and they've, developed over the last couple of years. But to see this actually go into production, Mike, it just makes me happy to see. You can see where the hull has changed, the hood. It's a fixed steering. And it doesn't have the separate seat, so you're still a stand-up.
Yeah, so it's like an X2 meets a Superjet.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, exactly.
Or actually an X2 meets a stand-up Kawasaki.
Yeah. So what I meant was there was a tray in there, so
There's
I like that. And I've never seen, like the fixed steering with a Kawasaki. That's really neat.
So not only is Minoru Kanemaru a world champion, Mui's mother, Ami Kanemaru, a women's world champion, and Mui, not far from becoming a champion in the future. She already has the skills to pay the bills. It's just now waiting for her to get her time to shine. And this could be a class that we see her take a championship in something that her father helped create. Kawasaki, let the good times roll.
I'll tell you what, they're definitely getting the good times wet here at the World Grand Prix #1 WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024. Congratulations to Kawasaki in their new model.
That's right. And speaking of new models, we've got a few sitting down there, the Japanese models. And I know that Jake won't be far, but check this out.
Once again, taking a look at that new Kawasaki, a new way to take off. Thrills for everybody, folks. And I'll tell you, endless good times. The SSX 160 acceleration. Kawasaki, let the good times roll. Well, once again, welcome back here to Jomtien Beach, the World Grand Prix #1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024. I see our Japanese modeling team, our supermodels getting ready for their show, which should be, I believe, coming up right about noon today. It's about 40 minutes for those of you listening in. All the great race fans here ready for the show. Lots of fun stuff going on here and as a part of, rather, the World Grand Prix #1. I'd like to say a special thanks to all of our great sponsors here, which include the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota, Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, Siam Watercraft, and today's event's co-sponsored by PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing. Fans eagerly awaiting the show. We've got some bodybuilding and some supermodels coming at you here before we go to the break today. Coming up after the break should end about 12:50 local time. And we've got the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified, followed by the Pro-Am Ski Stock, Pro-Am Runabout Stock. And it looks like we've got some giveaways down there. Our live announcers got some giveaways, and you can see one lucky fan walking away with some swag here as courtesy of the World Grand Prix #1 and World Cup. So again, everybody having fun up there in the stands, getting some giveaways from all of our sponsors. Again, special thanks to all those great sponsors. Sponsors like Jet Tribe Racing, our official jet ski riding clothing comes from Tony Vo and Jet Tribe. Special thanks to our media partner here this week, the Padia People Media Group. As you can see, our live announcer down there giving some swag away to a wanting crowd. And I believe they're keeping everybody around here for the show. Again, racing coming back on about 12:50, folks. We'll have 3 races before we go to live TV. That's going to be about 2 o'clock today. So make sure that you phone your friends back home. Let them know that we're going to be going live, not only here with the live stream, but we'll be going live on television as well. Again, today's event in collaboration with the IJSBA, that's the International Jet Sports Boating Association out of Half Moon Bay, California, and brought to you by the Thailand Jet Sports Boating Association. Tournament is ran by the World Grand Prix #1, the WaterJet World Grand Prix, and organized by the Watercraft World by Asian Multisports. Our tournament owner is Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix of Thailand. And again, we appreciate everybody for watching on here from no matter where you're at. As we have some special speakers down there, and taking a look at that spark in the background that was used as a modeling prop yesterday.
And he's bringing three men and 3 women national team members to show you.
Okay, so I believe they're talking to the bodybuilding coach that is down there with our live announcer right now as we get ready to get the bodybuilding show underway. And I believe that is the bodybuilding coach is Mr. Shugri Suporiko. And here are your bodybuilders. This is Natafong Mukdara. Which way to the gun show, Dave?
It would be that away.
And you can see our bodybuilders lining up.
Right, guys, that's incredible shape.
Yeah, you seen the supermodel show, the preview yesterday, how all the boys were sitting down in front. Now I notice all the girls are coming down for the front row seats here for the bodybuilding competition.
We got to have something for everybody.
Okay, coming up next, we should have, I believe that is Ratchasop, Charnsop.
We should get Yorgi Kaja up there to,
And I believe that's Ratchasop right there. And there's our buddy Jake. He's sneaking in. I think Jake is he the next contestant?
He's the next contestant,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
He said he's in shape, just not that type of shape.
Well, I hope he brought some copper tone. These guys at least have a nice tan. Jake might scare us.
Yes.
Jake says, I'm
Those
getting
guys are
out of here.
yoked. Man, look at the traps on those things.
Boy, I'll tell you. Yeah, bodybuilding, I'll tell you got to be very disciplined for bodybuilding. You know, it's not just about going to the gym and lifting weights. You know, it's a lot about your diet.
Is
you know,
everything.
and
they're eating 6-7 times a day.
again, that's why, you know, we were talking about they had a coach. I believe this is Kirasak Buradam that you're taking a look at now. Kirasak Buradam, and that's the coach in the background on the left-hand side of our announcer. That is Mr. Sugri.
He's doing
Supawarku.
Got a big pec flex there.
I believe that was our second contestant. That is Ratchachop.
I had abs like that once, but it was on a shirt.
Now, we not only got male models, those are your three male models, Natafong, Ratchachop, and Kitasak, but we've also got some female models that are going to be coming up, some female bodybuilders.
These guys are incredibly disciplined, chiseled, like Rodan.
Boy, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's just it takes such discipline, you know, to just discipline yourself. I mean, again, like I think I could handle the gym part, you know, being a former Marine, I could handle the gym part. You know, that's just to me, that's more mental than physical.
Not on the list for being
right, exactly. Like if I can't eat pizza, you know, to get abs like that, I'm probably never going to get abs like that.
Well, I tell you, I'll let you borrow my shirt. It's got abs drawn in on there.
Well, I was going to say I could use my Sharpie and draw a couple in on there, you know.
Wow, incredible.
Great day here. All kinds of fun stuff happening as a part of the World Grand Prix #1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series. You're watching some bodybuilders here led by Mr. Shagri Supercole. And he's got our three bodybuilders there in the male competition, Natafong, Ratchasop, and Kirasak. Now here comes our female bodybuilders. Hey. And this, I believe, right here is Yupafan Suipsuan. She's one of our female bodybuilders.
She's like a fitness model.
Yeah, well, she got a little pep in her step, that's for sure.
Very beautiful ladies.
Our referees are Suv Jawaj and Vino. So, again, that is Yupapan right there. As she comes over to the main grandstand. Now, see, if I went into a gym, that would be a distraction. I'm sorry. Our second female model is Fafa Saren.
So you're trying to say you'd go into the gym with a box of pizza and just enjoy?
Right, you know, yeah. To me, it's a spectator sport. So once again, three ladies here representing our women's physique competition. Yupapan, and then you got Fafa Saren, and then Shantathana.
Same with the women, the discipline that they have to do to achieve a body like that, it's incredible.
And I believe this is Fafa Saren, and then right here is your third member, Shetthana.
See all the back muscles there, latissimus dorsi, the trapezius. Mike's like
very fit.
Yes, very fit. Quite the gluteus maximus also.
And Chris McCluggage chiming in. Sophie Francis should be out there.
I was going to say that, but...
Yeah, so Sophie Francis, she's got like an 18-pack.
Yeah, Sophie's very disciplined, physique motivated.
Yeah. Well, we sure do appreciate Yupafan Bapasaran and Shethana for all coming out. Those are our three ladies that you see there in front of our men. That's Natafong, Ratchachap, and Kitasarik that are right back behind the Spark unit right there.
I did notice that all the men moved down below, and the men behind are not being seen because all they see is the women now.
So once again, contestant number 4 is Yupapan. Contestant number 5 is Fafasaran. And contestant number 6 is Chanthana. Chanthana, that's
symmetry.
Chanthana right here in the center of your screen, number 6.
It's all about the symmetry of the top and the lower part of the body matching and posing, showing that side pose.
Dave, you actually announced some bodybuilding before, haven't you? I mean, with the boxing and so forth?
Yes, I have. I've been a little of the Mr. California.
I'd like to say a special thanks to our stage director up there, Shaman Sandy.
See the little shots there. You can see the symmetry. These ladies showing off their shoulder muscles, the biceps, the triceps. There, showing the equal sizes. They have to work the different groups of the muscles to have the symmetry, Mike.
Right, and you can see the coach coming in.
I say he's not in too bad shape. He should be competing himself.
Right, well, yeah, he's... he looks pretty good himself, as looks like one of our stage directors giving him a little bit more info over there on the left-hand side.
See the pose of the lats coming out there, as well as the deltoids, the shoulder muscles there. Nice shot of the back. Now they're going to go in, do a back pose, latissimus dorsi, which is the back muscles. And of course, we move down to the quad, the gluteus maximus, the posterior area. And bicep femoris, the front, and the latissimus dorsi.
You know, that's not easy. You can actually see them. I mean, they're posing
Yes.
so hard that they're actually shaking.
Putting that blood in the muscles.
Again, showing the traps right there.
A big thank you to the crowd as we get the shot of the men. I'll let you take that one over, Mike.
Why, thanks, Dave. Natafong, Ratchachap, and Kitasak. So contestant number 1 is Natafong, contestant number 2 is Ratchachap, and contestant number 3 is Kitasak.
You can see him flexing the pecs there, a little bicep there. The Hercules pose.
Wow. You got to wonder, like, how many hours do you spend in the gym and how many hours do you spend eating?
Like I said, these guys eat 7 to 8 times a day. They're going to be in the gym 2 to 3 times a day, switching up the muscle groups. Definitely not doing 12-ounce curls.
Right.
These guys live a very healthy. I mean, one thing I can say also, the food here in Thailand is so clean, no preservatives. These guys can pretty much eat anything off the street. It's so healthy here. Not like in America, we have to prepare our own stuff and find the organic food. Everything here is organic, which is a big step in the right direction for folks.
Coach over there talking to the live crowd about what they're seeing here right now. Again, 6 amazing athletes from right here in Thailand. We've got 3 men, 3 women. And you're watching the bodybuilding competition. Again, our judges, our referees out there are Siraj and Vinu. They're up there by our race directors up on the top shelf. And again, thanking the crowd right there, all of our bodybuilders. as they get ready to exit behind the Spark. All the
that was impressive.
Yeah, that was. All the paparazzi down there, everybody taking pictures, and of course, stage director giving them a thanks right there. Of course, our stage director is Shaman Sandy. Special thanks to Shaman. There is a nice shot of him. Special thanks to him. And then there is our coach with the Thailand shirt on. That is Coach Shugri. So I believe they're actually we're going to see who's going to be crowned the champion here. 1, 2, and 3, I believe, Dave, as the ladies come out one more time and thank the crowd.
Do you got a favorite number, Mike?
You know, I do. My favorite number was always 5. But you know why my favorite number was 5?
Why?
Because that was Speed Racer's number.
Speed Racer.
The Mach 5.
That's right.
That's how that became my favorite number.
That's right.
Now I haven't.
I
I'm
was
taking a
partial
look.
to Chim Chim and Spritel.
Yeah, 5. 5 is all the way on the right over here. There's number 6. And 6 is Shantana.
Great symmetry on
Seesum.
Shantana.
There she is right there. And then here comes number 5. Number 5 is Parasan, Ranger Sarwat. And then there's number 4. And there is your referees handing off the trophies. I think they're all winners, Dave. What do you think?
Personally, everybody should get a trophy.
I couldn't pick a first, second, or a third. I think that they're all winners. And I'll tell you what, they all got those beautiful smiles, too. And that's what Thailand is. It's the land of smiles.
That's right.
Gotta love
That's
it.
our winner right there.
There's our winner, yep. And who was it? Number
That'd be
5.
number 5.
You asked me who my favorite was,
There
what
you
my
go.
favorite number was. There you go.
Speed Racer.
Call it as we see it. Now, who do you got in the men's division? I'll tell you.
I'm going to go with, oh, man. I'll tell you, number 2's got some serious mass on him.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going with 3. We'll see here. Okay. So
I'm going with the big guy.
in the male models, number 1 is Nana Fong. There's number 1, Nana Fong, right there.
Great shape. Put the work in. Tell you, number 2, you're right, number 3 does have some good abs there. One showing his abs off.
All right.
There's 3 coming up.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
2 is kind of like a Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day. The Thai version.
He is a police officer.
There you go.
ตอนนี้เป็นตำรวจอยู่นะครับ
Look at the lats on that man and the pecs. Big shoulders.
So there is third place going to number 1. So that is Natafong Mukdara that will take third place. Second place is going to be number 3, Kitasak Buradam. So congratulations to Kitasak taking second place.
So big boy.
And your winner, number is that number 3? Number 2, I'm sorry. Number 2, Ratchasop. Churinasop.
The one looks like the Thai Arnold Schwarzenegger. The other guy's got some abs, the pecs, the symmetry of his biceps and his triceps.
So congratulations to all of our winners here in the Thailand Bodybuilding and Physique Sports Association of Thailand. Again, we'd like to say a special thanks to the Physique Sports Association here of Thailand. Good stuff here as a part of the World Grand Prix number 1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024.
And we'll have Mike up next year on the senior division up there.
Yeah, current time on deck, it's about 11:40, folks.
All right, give them a big round of applause and one more time ต้องขอขอบพระคุณครับ สมาคมกีฬาเพาะกายและฟิตเนสแห่งประเทศไทยครับโดยคุณสุกรีสุภาวรีกุลครับท่านนายกสมาคมครับรวมถึง
Once again, I'd like to say a special thanks to the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, Siam Watercraft, PTT Lubricants, and Freedom Racing.
See all the ladies jumping down there to get that picture with those men? They're beefcakes.
Ah, yeah.
อย่าเพิ่งไปไหนครับพี่นิกครับนางแบบของเราพร้อมอยู่แล้ว
ตอนนี้พี่นิกของเราครับ move ไป
So just a couple moment break here before we get into our, I believe, our next show.
โฟโต้แอคชั่นเลยครับทั้งสี่สาว
Japanese model photo action
See Nicholas Rios up there.
บนอัศจรรย์ของ
Yeah, he was checking out the gun show.
I don't know. Nick is pretty good shape. He could be up there.
Yeah, he's in pretty good shape. You see him
He
walking
always
by,
gives the pose over there
checking out the crowd.
because they got nothing on me.
Alrighty, so I guess we have the bikini show coming up next, Dave. Alrighty, we're hearing our bikini models are on the way. I believe all of our bikini supermodels are all from Japan.
That's correct. Well, I know if the models are close, Jake's going to be not far behind.
ladies from Japan
All right, look what it looks like they're doing is they're getting everybody. I see our buddy Nikki down there.
Yeah, I knew Nikki would be the first one down there. Right. Nikki, a good friend of ours, got the boys up top. Oh, there's the ladies.
Hey now. All right, so that is our first of four. Unfortunately, we do not have the names for our ladies out there.
I want to know who designed their suits.
Well, who designed their suits, who does their hair and makeup.
Well, we should have got Benny Shooney from Quakey Sense. He's got some nice bathing suits.
Oh, yeah.
He has some jet ski Quakey Sense going on, or even, I'm sure Tony Vo and Jet Tribe probably make some killer ones too.
I like that bathing suit right there.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I like the fall colors.
I like the fall colors too. A little muted, nice. Not too bright.
Got a little autumn in it.
Is that her name?
So once again, our first bikini model going over to the other side. So it's a great day for a bikini model show here in Jomtien Beach.
I think they forgot the right side of the rear.
Alrighty, so once again, that is contestant number one. We're going to call contestant number one. She's got the autumn suit on.
Go up and ride jet ski.
Ride the jet ski. นี่แหละครับ
Our next model
What's that? No, I'm just kidding.
Our second.
So here is, I believe, contestant number 2.
I'm going to call her Winter. She got the white on. So autumn and winter so far. The Snow White bathing suit.
Very pretty smile as she waves to all the paparazzi. And
very, very happy men there enjoying the bathing beauties.
very pretty smile. Got the big hoop earrings to accentuate the high jawline. So you're looking at contestant number 2, Winter, right now.
What's her name again? Not Ray. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. All right. Okay.
One more
Not,
time.
that was a little bit. That's not unnecessary.
All right, there's waves over to our good pal Nate.
Big smile on Nate's face.
Come on, Nate, get back to work. It's the only time I think this week I've seen Nate actually sitting down.
he is the hardest working man in show business, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Nate
hustler.
And our, of course, our translator C, the second second hardest working person in show business.
Especially he's got to put up with us.
Yeah, that's tough right there. That's a lot of babysitting.
So Winter getting her final walk in.
Yeah, she's trying to make that big banner for next year that will be traveling all over the world with the Jet Ski World Series.
Oh, that's a good way to win.
You know, I was talking about the, judging yesterday, after the show when we were over at Freddy's Bamboo. And we were talking to Patrick Mellon. I believe it's all of our race directors, I believe, that are our judges here for the bikini show. Yeah. That's kind of what I heard. They were judging the bikini show and they were judging freestyle.
Nice.
All right.
So that was contestant number 2, Winter.
They'll be right back. They'll be right back.
So we've got
Miss Midori.
Dahlia, the Black Dahlia.
Midori.
So we got contestant number 3, Back in Black.
Hello.
Back in Black.
Speaking of Back in Black, AC/DC going back on concert this year.
I saw that.
Final year, they're touring.
Again.
So we got Back in Black, contestant number 3.
A.K.A. Dahlia.
So for those of you folks listening in at home, obviously we do not have the names, but so we made them up. 1 is Autumn, 2 is Winter, 3 is Back in Black, and you're looking at Back in Black right now.
Or Dahlia.
Or the Dahlia. Not the same one from California, though.
Just saying.
All right, big
Look at
round of
the
applause for
background. It's such
Hidori.
just beautiful blue skies, blue water, the islands in the background.
How can you look at the background when you got such a pretty foreground?
I'm just going to stop right there.
I made him speechless. Mission accomplished. It took me a week. Rasmussen says the autumn suit.
The autumn suit, Raz.
He's our unofficial international judge. From
What's 2 o'clock in Central Time? That's where I don't
It's about 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock. I was going to say, come on.
That means it's 1 o'clock Eastern Time.
What about Mountain and Sin?
3 o'clock Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Pacific Time.
Or actually the other
backwards,
direction.
yeah, the other direction.
1 and 12.
All right, we got Back in Black coming right
you
at
got
you.
confuddled.
Well, that's because I'm watching the foreground.
I only see the blue skies, the blue water, Mike. I'm sticking to that story.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm an autumn fan so far.
Love you, honey.
There we go. And Back in Black, making the spark look good out there.
It just got faster.
Nice looking Sea-Doo Spark. Uh-oh, so our final contestant also with a black suit on. So we're going to have to
Winter
come up
solstice.
with a, yeah. Well, we got winter white.
Yeah. What about solstice?
See, I don't see anybody when I ask for a hand, round of applause.
That is quite a, I've not seen that bathing suit design before. Very interesting.
So you can't
right.
clap.
To me, it looks like too much work tying. You got a lot of tying to do. It's that's a high maintenance suit right there.
Or in some cases untying.
Look.
Well, I mean, you got to get undressed if you get dressed, right? I mean, that's just a lot of. I mean, I think it's a very pretty suit.
Oh yeah, very beautiful ladies we have, and we're very honored to have all these people that are part of this.
Why don't we call it contestant number 4, Pearl?
Pearl. There you go. I like it. That's Pearl.
Okay, so again, that's contestant number 4, Pearl. We're waiting for you guys to chime in online. Okay, we had contestant number 1, Autumn. Contestant number 2, Winter. 3 is Back in Black. And number 4 is Pearl.
Come out again.
Of course, Marshall, Randy chiming in. Are these guys awake out there? Raz says it's 10:50 p.m. back in, I believe, Michigan.
I'm glad that Raz is looking at his clock.
Yeah, right?
Can I get a t-shirt?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
So we got contestant number 4 there, Pearl.
All right, this is Suzuki back on that Sea-Doo.
As she comes back up onto the CU Spark.
A jet ski. Okay.
We'll probably bring out the rest of the young ladies. Contestant number 1, Autumn. Contestant number 2, Winter. And contestant number 3, Back in Black.
And, of course, Pearl.
All right.
See, now I know why Nate was there. He's there to judge. He's one of the judges. He's still working.
Yeah, I can see both of the live announcers sitting down there talking about it.
All right, here they come
So
for
I'm
the
not sure if the
finale.
girls went down for a quick change or if they're going
Once
to keep their
again,
same
big
suits, because I'm
round
hoping they
of
keep the same
applause for
suits
the
because we've already named them.
Yeah, there they are.
Oh, there they are. Yeah.
They got the WGP number 1 keychain. Those things, I got me
Some
one of
giveaways.
those.
There's contestant number 1, Autumn.
Left side and right side.
Right behind her, contestant number 2, Winter.
She's even got the Autumn hair. I like it.
And there is contestant number 4 in front right there.
Number 3.
That is Pearl, and contestant number 3 behind her. There is contestant number 2, Winter. What do you guys think online? Contestant number 1, that's Autumn. Contestant number 4, that is Pearl. And look at this, man. They're giving away some real good
right.
shirts from Team Japan right there.
Whenever
There's
you're
contestant
ready,
number
whenever
1,
you're
Autumn.
ready.
Contestant number 2, Winter.
Well,
And the guys are all going nuts out there. Throw me the goodies.
Free
that's
stuff.
a smart
We like
strategy.
free
There's
stuff.
Autumn,
Little girl
contestant
there.
number 3, Back in
Smart
Black right there.
strategy.
And she throws like Miami's quarterback. Sorry, all you Dolphins fans out there. Ben says these two are the winners. Renee Hill, you guys are cracking me up. Renee, we're not used to announcing from inside a tent a bikini competition. So there we go. There is Back in Black right there, giving you the heart signal.
Wow, Jake,
And there's
didn't-
Autumn. There's
yeah.
Autumn. I'll tell you, I'm going with Autumn here for the win. I like Winter White too, but I think Autumn's got it.
Autumn's got some personality.
She's flirting a little more.
Yeah.
Judges want to see that.
Smile. She's got a big smile there too, though. There's Back in Black.
Back in Black, tossing it up, and, and that's smacked in black. And there's Pearl. Pearl's going with the underhanded softball pitch, and there is contestant number 2, Winter. And there is 3 back in black. Who is it going to be? Shara D. Snyder says it's Winter. Winter White.
Winter White, yep.
Number 2, Winter says Ben. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Winter's pretty. She's right there. There's Autumn.
Jeremy's
boarding the boat.
Autumn is the pick for Ashley and him. He's going with Autumn. Jeremy Schledermeyer said Ashley. Didn't
Yeah,
say
see,
no.
Ryan agrees with me. It's Autumn. Autumn or Winter. Yeah, I mean, you know, I like both of the seasons myself. And you can see the paparazzi right there.
I'm gonna go with the Cedars
Look at all the
Park.
phones and the cameras up there.
I don't know what we saw. More phones up in this or during the Pro Runabout GP?
I don't know. Both of them have a lot of horsepower, though.
That's for sure. I'd love to go live to Jake.
Yeah. Let's see that. Well, yeah, Jake's down there. He's in the mix of all that.
Jake would have to put his phone down then. Uh-oh.
All right.
Some voting going on?
I believe we have some voting going on. I don't know. I don't know if this is just a show or if they're actually if they're voting on this. I mean, if they are, you know, I'm going with contestant 1 or 2. That's where I'm at.
Rick Carr Ringer, and then Autumn has the cutest suit, but Winter is the flirtiest personality.
Yeah,
Renee.
I believe that, Renee. I was thinking the same thing, Renee. All right, folks. Special thanks to all the ladies out there. We are going to go to a short break here, folks. We'll be back after the break.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดของเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกเธอของเกินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่าไม่เกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งก็แก๊งออกไปซ่าซิ่งที่สุดไปเลยค่ะ
อะไรยากทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.